swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights, Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high, Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more, White Sox flash, Royals play proud, Dr. Delay is calling every crowd, Astros climb, the Rangers ride, Mariners crash with ocean pride, A's still swing, Angels shine, baseball hearts on the line, under the stadium lights, whoa, fastballs fly through summer nights, crowds go wild, that sound ignites, Dr. Delay is alive, the game feels right, Braves bring heat, Mets go long, Philly fights with a victory song, Nationals reload, Marlins dive, it's MLB, we're all alive, Cubs in Wrigley cheer so loud, Cards and Reds draw every crowd, Brew Crew swinging, Pirates play bold, Steel City pride in the black and gold, Dodgers dash and Giants climb, Padres bring fire every time, Rockies rise in mountain air, D-back strike will meet them there, under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights, home run steals and extra fights, Dr. Delay is live, it's baseball nights, from Three Rivers to PNC nights, Pittsburgh power in the city lights, Dr. Delay calling every play, black and gold till the final day, let's go Bucks! Dr. Delay is alive, baseball is here. Hot dogs, lights, and fans that cheer. Yankees swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights, Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high, Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more, White Sox flash, Royals play proud, Dr. Delay is calling every crowd, Astros climb, the Rangers ride, Mariners crash with ocean pride, A's still swing, Angels shine, baseball hearts on the line, under the stadium lights, whoa, fastballs fly through summer nights, crowds go wild, that sound ignites, Dr. Delay is alive, the game feels right, Braves bring heat, Mets go long, Philly fights with a victory song, Nationals reload, Marlins dive, it's MLB, we're all alive, Cubs in Wrigley cheer so loud, Cards and Reds draw every crowd, Brew Crew swinging, Pirates play bold, Steel City pride in the black and gold, Dodgers dash and Giants climb, Padres bring fire every time, Rockies rise in mountain air, D-back strike will meet them there, under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights, home run steals and extra fights, Dr. Delay is live, it's baseball nights, from Three Rivers to PNC nights, Pittsburgh power in the city lights, Dr. Delay calling every play, black and gold till the final day, let's go Bucks! Dr. Delay is alive, baseball is here. Hot dogs, lights, and fans that cheer. Yankees swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights, Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high, Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more, White Sox flash, Royals play proud, Dr. Delay is calling every crowd, Astros climb, the Rangers ride, Mariners crash with ocean pride. Fastballs fly through summer nights, home run steals and extra fights. Dr. Delay is live. It's baseball nights from Three Rivers to PNC nights. Pittsburgh power in the city lights. Dr. Delay calling every play. Black and gold till the final day. Let's go, Bucks! Dr. Delay is alive, baseball is here. Hot dogs, lights, and fans that cheer. Yankees swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights. Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high. Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more. White Sox flash, Royals play proud. Dr. Delay is calling every crowd. That's just climb, the Rangers ride, Mariners crash with ocean pride. A's still swing, Angels shine, baseball hearts on the line. Under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights. Crowds go wild, that sound ignites. Dr. Delay is alive, the game feels right. Braves bring heat, Mets go long. Philly fights with a victory song. Nationals reload, Marlins dive. It's MLB, we're all alive. Cubs in Wrigley cheer so loud. Cards and Reds draw every crowd. Brew crew swinging, Pirates play bold. Steel City pride in the black and gold. Dodgers dash and Giants climb. Padres bring fire every time. Rockies rise in mountain air. D-back strike will meet them there. Under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights. Home run steals and extra fights. Dr. Delay is live. It's baseball nights from Three Rivers to PNC nights. Pittsburgh power in the city lights. Dr. Delay calling every play. Black and gold till the final day. Let's go, Bucks! Dr. Delay is alive, baseball is here. Hot dogs, lights, and fans that cheer. Yankees swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights. Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high. Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more. White Sox flash, Royals play proud. Dr. Delay is calling every crowd. That's just climb, the Rangers ride, Mariners crash with ocean pride. A's still swing, Angels shine, baseball hearts on the line. Under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights. Crowds go wild, that sound ignites. Dr. Delay is alive, the game feels right. Braves bring heat, Mets go long. Philly fights with a victory song. Nationals reload, Marlins dive. It's MLB, we're all alive. Cubs in Wrigley cheer so loud. Cards and Reds draw every crowd. Brew crew swinging, Pirates play bold. Steel City pride in the black and gold. Dodgers dash and Giants climb. Padres bring fire every time. Rockies rise in mountain air. D-back strike will meet them there. Under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights. Home run steals and extra fights. Dr. Delay is live. It's baseball nights from Three Rivers to PNC nights. Pittsburgh power in the city lights. Dr. Delay calling every play. Black and gold till the final day. Let's go, Bucks! is alive, baseball is here. Hot dogs, lights, and fans that cheer. Yankees swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights. Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high. Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more. White Sox flash, Royals play proud, Dr. Delay is calling every crowd. Astros climb, the Rangers ride, Mariners crash with ocean pride. A's still swing, Angels shine, baseball hearts on the line. Under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights. Crowds go wild, that sound ignites. Dr. Delay is alive, the game feels right. Braves bring heat, Mets go long, Philly fights with a victory song. Nationals reload, Marlins dive, it's MLB, we're all alive. Cubs in Wrigley cheer so loud, Cards and Reds draw every crowd. Brew crew swinging, Pirates play bold, Steel City pride in the black and gold. Dodgers dash and Giants climb, Padres bring fire every time. Rockies rise in mountain air, D-back strike will meet them there. Under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights. Home run steals and extra fights. Dr. Delay is live, it's baseball nights. From Three Rivers to PNC nights, Pittsburgh power in the city lights. Dr. Delay calling every play, black and gold till the final day. Let's go, Bucks! Dr. Delay is alive, baseball is here. Hot dogs, lights, and fans that cheer. Yankees swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights. Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high. Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more. White Sox flash, Royals play proud, Dr. Delay is calling every crowd. Astros climb, the Rangers ride, Mariners crash with ocean pride. A's still swing, Angels shine, baseball hearts on the line. Under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights. Crowds go wild, that sound ignites. Dr. Delay is alive, the game feels right. Braves bring heat, Mets go long, Philly fights with a victory song. Nationals reload, Marlins dive, it's MLB, we're all alive. Cubs in Wrigley cheer so loud, Cards and Reds draw every crowd. Brew crew swinging, Pirates play bold, Steel City pride in the black and gold. Dodgers dash and Giants climb, Padres bring fire every time. Rockies rise in mountain air, D-back strike will meet them there. Under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights. Home run steals and extra fights. Dr. Delay is live, it's baseball nights. From Three Rivers to PNC nights, Pittsburgh power in the city lights. Dr. Delay calling every play, black and gold till the final day. Let's go, Bucks! Dr. Delay is alive, baseball is here. Hot dogs, lights, and fans that cheer. Yankees swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights. Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high. Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more. White Sox flash, swinging, Pirates play bold. Steel City pride in the black and gold. Dodgers dash and Giants climb. Padres bring fire every time. Rockies rise in mountain air. D-back strike will meet them there. Under the stadium lights. Fastballs fly through summer nights. Home run steals and extra fights. Dr. Delay is live. It's baseball nights. From Three Rivers to PNC nights. Pittsburgh power in the city lights. Dr. Delay calling every play. Black and gold till the final day. Let's go, Bucks! Dr. Delay is alive, baseball is here. Hot dogs, lights, and fans that cheer. Yankees swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights. Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high. Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more. White Sox flash, Royals play proud. Dr. Delay is calling every crowd. Astros climb, the Rangers ride, Mariners crash with ocean pride. A's still swing, Angels shine, baseball hearts on the line. Under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights. Crowds go wild, that sound ignites. Dr. Delay is alive, the game feels right. Braves bring heat, Mets go long. Philly fights with a victory song. Nationals reload, Marlins dive. It's MLB, we're all alive. Cubs in Wrigley cheer so loud. Cards and Reds draw every crowd. Brew crew swinging, Pirates play bold. Steel City pride in the black and gold. Dodgers dash and Giants climb. Padres bring fire every time. Rockies rise in mountain air. D-back strike will meet them there. Under the stadium lights. Fastballs fly through summer nights. Home run steals and extra fights. Dr. Delay is live. It's baseball nights. From Three Rivers to PNC nights. Pittsburgh power in the city lights. Dr. Delay calling every play. Black and gold till the final day. Let's go, Bucks!
How's it going, everybody? I, of course, am Dr. Delay, and bringing you today, I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm bringing you today the Pirates home opener as the Baltimore Orioles take on the Pittsburgh Pirates. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hopefully, again, it is a great day, as I'm sure most of you guys already know that Konnor Griffin is starting. He is up. They sent down Billy Cook, designated for assignment, I believe. Manuel Valdez, I want to say. Honestly, I genuinely cannot recall. Appreciate you guys again for hanging out. Hopefully, again, you enjoy the broadcast. Make sure, again, to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. If you don't want to right now, I totally get it. You've probably just met me for the first time. Again, appreciate you, DJ. Robert, good to see you. Marshall, appreciate you for lurking. Hopefully, good luck again to your Reds Day. Appreciate you guys again. Going to try to pay it back with some double headers in the near future. Already eyeing potentially a Reds-Marlins game next week. So appreciate you again, Marshall. Thank you very much for the Reds support. Obviously, thank you very much for the wins, though. Not going to lie, that was really neat. Again, both teams 3-3 entering today. The Pirates looking to be over 500 for the first time since August 5th, 2024. Would be pretty cool to see that happen again, obviously. a great opportunity here. Pretty decent lineup. Jared Triolo is actually playing. A lot of people are confused on why that may be. I did see a good explanation, like, hey, you know, Triolo is a much better infielder, a fielder in general. So maybe he's just there to help the rookie out. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Again, Robert, George, Gordon, appreciate you for tuning in. You're very welcome. Again, Shaman, I'll work on that. It's a good idea. I do like the song. It's actually my favorite song that I've made. Again, AI, folks. I'm not talented. But anyway, as soon as we get the 3D up and working, as soon as I can click that button, we'll be sure to get that there. That way we can, you know, that can help, I guess, with the visuals. Starting lineups for the Orioles, because they will be batting for first, of course. Taylor Ward's going to be out on left. Gunnar Henderson at short. Pete Alonso at first. Adley Rutschman at catcher. Samuel Basallo is DHing. Dylan Beavers in right. Jeremiah Jackson, pardon me, he is at second. Colton Cowser in center. And then Blaze Alexander is playing third. He's batting ninth for the Orioles. Starting pitch for the Pirates is going to be Mitch Keller. Despite a 0-0 ERA, he was not able to get a win, of course, in the second game against the Mets. As many of you guys already know, his, again, whip is a .5. Really good start. Again, just couldn't get the offense going in that one. In fact, they went through a 3-day stretch where they couldn't get anything going. Luckily, they were able to find a win against the Mets. Didn't blow that one. But again, did cover the entire Red Series, and they looked a lot better in the second and third games, winning, I believe, each game, again, 8-3, if memory serves right. Now, no one has taken the field here, so again, I kind of jumped the gun, kind of want to talk a little bit. I don't have much. I'm not much of a yapper, to be honest with you. But yeah, I'm really excited. Hopefully you guys are well. Again, let me know, again, who you have winning today. 90% of you guys with the Pirates, looking at the poll. That means 10% with the Orioles. Again, there is a Orioles play-by-play guy, friend of the channel, Orioles Birdwatcher. He's doing the Orioles side of things. I'm doing the Pirates. Again, I will be, of course, not going to be trashing anybody, obviously. I am completely aware of how the Pirates have been, so not really much room to talk. But obviously, again, going to be really happy if they do win. Would be nice, again, to see them above 500. A lot of people, again, just like, oh, is this team ever going to see 500 or 0-0 the last time they'd be 500? I don't know. But yeah, so looks like Keller is making his way to the mound, and we're seeing the Pirates take the field. So about another 2 minutes, and we should be up and running. So again, making sure the 3D should work. Again, I'm logged in. Yeah, I am logged in, so just making sure. Still in a warm-up here. I guess we'll just have to wait till that button works. Let's see. Pirates all the way. Appreciate you, Russell. 3D display is awful. You should just show the lineup instead. The 3D delay is confusing. Doesn't add anything to your amazing broadcast. So I appreciate the input, Chris. I'm always open to suggestions. However, a vast majority do like the visual. It does help keep people. Again, I called games last year, albeit, again, a much less subscriber pool. Exited August with 400 subs. So, obviously, again, wasn't really pulling in the subs. But, yeah, it seems to be working. Seems to be, people like it. So, we're going to go with it. So I appreciate it, Chris. Again, I'll be sure to let you know who's at the plate, obviously. That is definitely a big deal. I definitely try to get as much information as I can to you. But again, Mitch Keller, of course, again, your starter, showing his stats again. 0-0 ERA, 6 innings, 3 strikeouts. Batting average of 143. Just not many bats connecting. Actually, well, I guess a lot of bats were connecting with the ball, but they weren't finding any open holes. So again, we are a few moments away. So I do apologize again on the little bit of a delay. Didn't start exactly at 4:12 Eastern time. As it looks like Taylor Ward is coming to the plate. Again, trying to get to the 3D, but we cannot do it at the moment. Taylor Ward's batting .333, OPS of .810, no homers and 4 RBIs to start the season. As Keller delivers, that's going to be in there for a called strike, and we are underway in Pittsburgh. Again, appreciate you, Russell, for tuning in. Taylor Ward with a pretty solid start to the season. Here's the 0-1 breaking ball. That's going to be just outside as it's 1-1. Thanks for response. Oh, yeah, no problem. Again, the chat is forever and always will be a big part of the channel. 1-1 counts as Keller delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike at the knees. 93 on the sinker. Again, let me know if the crowd noise is too loud, too shallow, just right. I want to make sure you guys are taken care of. 1-2. Keller fires. That's a breaking ball down and away as it's 2-2. See that there. And 2-2 count as Keller rocks and fires. That's a breaking ball outside. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. Ward able to get back in time. 3-2. 3-2 to Taylor Ward. Want to try to get the first guy out, of course, but easier said than done. As Keller kicks and deals. That is going to be upstairs. Ball 4. So he walks the first batter he sees. Glad Keller got the home opener start. Yeah, he's solid. Very solid, of course. In the first half of the season, anyway. All right, batting second for the Orioles is shortstop Gunnar Henderson, batting 160 to begin his 2026 campaign. OPS of 570, 1 homer and 4 RBIs. Keller sets, kicks, and fires. That is upstairs, ball 1. 92 on the sinker. Last year, Gunnar batted 274, OPS of 787, 17 homers, 16 RBIs. Not quite the year that Orioles fans were expecting. Of course, they had a down year in general. 1-0 count. Keller fires. That's a swing and a miss. Fooled him with the changeup. 1-1. You're good on sound of crowd. Nice. Thank you, Marshall. Appreciate it. Perfect. Great. Does Ozuna get benched if he gets hit? I mean, he should. I'm surprised they put him out there, to be honest with you. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be an off-speed pitch down low. 2-1. Again, welcome on in, everybody. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, I know there's a lot of competition for your ears, eyes and ears for this one. 2-1 counts. Keller sets and fires. That is going to be outside 3-1. Keller not quite hitting the strike zone early on. A little bit nervous, of course. Packed house. If you're wondering, Pittsburgh, yes, it is a packed house. In Pittsburgh, there are a few empty seats as we got a throw over at first. And Ward is back safe and sound. John Candelera playing today. I'm not familiar with John Candelera. If that's an ex-Pirate from a long time ago, you just got me again. Not really familiar with many of the pre-2000s Pirates, as that's going to be hit and swung on to right, and that's going to be caught for out number 1 right at O'Hearn. That is a fly out. Now, of course, if that is an Oriole, then no, he is not starting today. Again, appreciate you, Casey, for tuning in. There, Russell saying funny cases. So again, probably got me right there. Very little knowledge prior to my to me watching the Pirates. Batting third is Pete Alonso. He's at the plate again. 1 out, 1 man on. Here's the pitch. That's a breaking ball in there for a called strike. Alonso batting 304, OPS of 820, 1 homer, 2 RBIs to begin the season. Last year with the Mets, 38 homers, 126 RBIs. It would be nice to have that type of production on the Pirates just once in my life. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-2. Of course, McCutchen. I think he had a season with 31 homers. Don't know on the RBIs there, but the Candyman was his nickname. Gotcha. Candelera. Okay, I can see that. 0-2 count to the Polar Bear, Pete Alonso. Keller sets as he deals, and that's a breaking ball down low. 1-2. Apparently, Alonso has struggled against Keller in his career. Only 1 for 15 against him. Now that they brought up the graphic, you know he's probably going to get a hit off him. That's just the way it goes. Announcer's jinx, pardon me. Here's the 1-2. Called strike 3. He struck him out. That is a backwards K, folks. So the graphic proved correct and how this would play out. That'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Adley Rutschman, batting .286, OPS of .912, no homers and an RBI. As, again, it's been a rough stretch for Adley. I mean, looked like a superstar in the making, but last year disappears. That's a ground ball right to Griffin, and Griffin will take it himself to second for outs number 3. All right, again, no hits for the Orioles. They got on base with a walk, so one man left on. We head to the bottom of the first inning. 0-0 is your score. Keller pitch for the 1979 World Champion Bucks. Okay, gotcha. Again, appreciate you, Chris, Daniel, all you guys for tuning in. Alex, I do remember you. Alex Plays, yes, sir. It wasn't too long ago that you made your first appearance here on the channel, so appreciate you, Alex. I'm assuming it's Alex, you know, ALX. Let's see. Here's a great picture. Gotcha. Big lefty. Nice. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. I, of course, am Dr. Delay. For those of you guys that don't really know who I am, that's totally okay. I did call some Pirates games last year, about 70 this year. Pardon me. Going to ramp it up a little bit. Trying to go to 100 and 120 Pirates games. Of course, doing some doubleheaders as well. Pirates games on Wednesday, you know, usually they're pretty early. Then we'll try to do something else. So we'll cover other baseball. But yeah, again, I appreciate you guys again for hanging out. And again, if you are looking for a Pirates play-by-play, I promise you, I've looked, there aren't that many consistent ones on here. They do like Paul Skeen starts, and that's pretty much it. I know Joey Wagner is doing today because of Konnor Griffin. But again, I'll be on here more than pretty much everybody. So again, if you're looking for Pirates, I got you covered. But again, I will call other games starting next week. We'll do some more doubleheaders. But again, if the Pirates are on, they will take priority. Lineup for the Pirates: Oneil Cruz in center, Brandon Lowe at second, Brian Reynolds in left, Marcell Ozuna DHing, Ryan O'Hearn at right, Spencer Horwitz at first, Konnor Griffin at short, Jared Churl at third, and Henry Davis, the catcher, the starting pitcher for the Orioles. Kyle Bradish 0-1 with a 3.86 ERA, but a whip of a 1.07 as he faces Oneil Cruz. Bradish delivers. That's a big swing and a miss. Strike one. Oneil Cruz batting .304, OPS of 1,079, 3 homers and 6 RBIs. Of course, had a great series against the Reds, but really, again, the Pirates did in general. But he obviously 3 homers in the final 2 games against the Reds. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be outside 1-1. It's Alex Gotcha, who's playing top and bottom. What do you mean by that? If you remember, but I went to the zoo. Yes. You're burned out now? I gotcha. Hey, man, the zoo can be fun. Just depends on what you do. Is that's going to be inside 2-1. My wife, of course, she loves animals, so she wants to see everything. What made you call it Delay? That is a play on my real name, first and last. 2-1 counts. Bradish sets and delivers. That's a chopper, and that one is going foul. You doing the men's Final Four? Yes. So I will not be doing the Pirates Orioles game. I'll be sure to, in my post section, let you know where you can listen to the game. It'll be an Orioles fan, but again, he's pretty great. He's a friend of the channel. But again, I'll return Sunday, of course, for the conclusion. Monday night, I will miss the Padres, but then from then on, it should be mostly Pirates. I shouldn't really miss many after that. Here's the 2-2. As that's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. So down goes Cruz. And that'll bring up Brandon Lowe, who's, of course, the second baseman, batting .333, OPS of 1,344, 3 homers and 4 RBIs. You're burnt too. You've been home all day. Oh, geez. That is not good. I don't know how that happens. Here's burnout. Here's the pitch. As that's going to be a check swing. Foul ball. I made contact. Top of the innings. Oh, yeah. So Baltimore is the away team, so they're top. We're in the bottom of the first. Just enjoying the stream. Appreciate you, Daniel. Thanks for calling. Oh, yeah. Appreciate you, Kurt. Thank you for tuning in. Do you believe in the moon landing? I'll say this. I think it was interesting that they chose the launch day to be April Fool's Day. And I'll leave it at that for now. Bradish sets and fires as that's going to be hit to right. And that's going to drop in for a base hit. Lau should head to second. Throw is into second, and he slides in safely. And that is a one-out double for the Pirates. I see they're already hoisting the cone. I don't even know that was a thing, really, until the last game against the Reds. I had no idea what was going on. I remember seeing it briefly with the Mets, and I had no idea what was going on. Then I actually explained it. I'm like, okay, that's kind of odd. But anyway, that's whatever they're doing. That'll bring up Brian Reynolds. It's batting .222 OPS of .694, 2 homers and 4 RBIs. Again, runner on second with just 1 out. Bradish looks back and delivers. That's a breaking ball outside, 1-0. Love your channel today. We see you now. Gotcha. Appreciate you, FK, for tuning in, man. Good to see you. Good to see you, man. Played Cruz over Schwarber, so if he's... yeah, that's probably going to be on you, Denny. Appreciate you, Denny, again, for always tuning in. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch, as that's going to be... Ooh, a call strike of the knees. Reynolds is going to challenge. That's going to be interesting. I don't know. Looked good, but... here we go. And yeah, that was a bad challenge. That did catch the zone. Reynolds normally has quite a temper when he doesn't get the call. He normally does have a good eye. He normally is correct, but that one was in there. Here's the 1-1, as that's going to be chopped foul, 1-2. Yeah, that's a tough one. That's a tough challenge. Can't believe he really did that, but it is what it is. Well, you're late. Appreciate you, Drakeman, for tuning in, man. Good to see you. Good to see you. 1-2 counts to Brian Reynolds. Yeah, again, I would have, I don't know, challenging in the first inning. That's a tough one. Bradish sets and Lau at second. Looks back at second. And delivers, as that's going to be upstairs, 2-2. He checked his swing, but he was definitely holding back there. The Phillies being the Rockies 6-0. Well, you guys should. Beat the Rocks. Appreciate you, Seth, for tuning in. 2-2 count. Bradish sets, rocks, and fires. Called strike 3. Throws back, and he is safe. Or they call that a ball. Wait, what? Oh, no, that was definitely a strikeout. Yeah, that's what I thought. Pirates broadcast shifted it to a 3-2. I'm like, there's no way. So that's a backwards K for Reynolds. And that'll bring up Marcell Ozuna, who desperately needs a hit. He's 1 for 20 to begin his 2026, batting .050, OPS of .224. I don't even know how he has an OPS that high, to be honest with you. Throw back to second. He is back safe and sound. One would have to assume the walks. Your dad gave me his Pirates fan. Nice. First time following the Pirates this year. Gotcha. Appreciate you, Skylar, for tuning in. Hopefully, again, they do well. As Bradish sets and delivers. That's a breaking ball swing and a miss. 0-1. Happy PNC Day. Oh, you got to go? All right, bye. My wife has to head out. Today feels like you appreciate you. Oh, it's Joey Wagner. Oh, it's very nice of you. Good to see you. Appreciate you. Yeah, no, hopefully everything goes well with your stream as well, as that is inside 1-1. Almost hit Ozuna there. Came over from PS to give you a thumbs up. Appreciate you. Thank you very much, bud. Thank you very much again. Pure Journalism Sports, a big friend of the channel. Again, he covers all the Mets and, of course, a lot of other sports, as that's a breaking ball outside, 1-2. 1-2 count here to Ozuna. Again, it's been a rough start for Ozuna. Again, Lau with the double. Didn't lead off the inning, but, you know, again, a one-out double. Looking like we may strand him as Bradish sets. He's still set. Kicks and deals. Breaking ball. Checked his swing. Did not go. As it's 2-2. You don't like this Pirate at bat? Well, I don't know. A lot of people don't. Again, it's been a struggle, but maybe kind of like a Rowdy Tellez situations where, you know, you boo him and then he plays better. I don't know. Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball outside, 3-2. Obviously, you'd rather not boo, but I'm going to let him know, I guess, like, hey, you got to pick it up. Griffin parents are my brother's neighbors. Connor's a great kid. He seems like a great guy. I saw an interview with him, and he seems like a very humble, down-to-earth person. Again, if you're a good character, I'm already a fan. So appreciate you, Ashley, for tuning in. Yeah, he seems great, as that's going to be called. Strike 3 at the knees. He struck him out. 3 strikeouts for Bradish. As we head to the top of the second, Pirates leave a man on at second. 0-0. Oh, my goodness. Again, yeah, no, he seems like a great guy, really, for sure. So, yeah. Again, thank you, Ashley, for tuning in. Hopefully, again, we're all pulling for him. All Pirates fans, of course. Phillies are a good team. They are. What's the left side of the screen? That's a little bit of a 3D. It's a thing that is on MLB.com. I don't know. Again, I have the MLB TV. That's how I'm able to watch the games. So I don't know if that you have to have that or whatnot. But yeah, so that's just a little thing on MLB.com. Phillies up 7-0. How's it going, Sean? Good to see you. Appreciate you for tuning in. Let me go ahead again and get Pure Adrenaline Sports. There's a link here. Again, a big friend of the channel. Covers a lot of baseball. Just finished covering Mets and Marlins. So again, if you're just a pure baseball fan here, make sure again to give Pure Adrenaline Sports a follow. Again, it's not really a subscription. You're not paying anything. Let me go ahead and reset that. Looks like it's a little bit laggy. That's why I try not to leave the screen, because then you do anything and then 3D decides to go bonkers. Looks like it settled down. Anyway, so yeah, again, thank you guys for tuning in. I do appreciate it, as we are back and ready for the top of the second. Due up is Samuel Basallo, Dylan Beavers, and Jeremiah Jackson. Oh yeah, no problem, Curtis. Appreciate it. Married a stable home and support the kid is rolling. Yeah, no, he seems like a great dude. Again, character is like, it's a big thing for me. Here is the pitch. That's going to be upstairs. Checked his swing. Apparently he went, or the location was a strike. I'm not too sure. Samuel Basallo at the plate. He's the DH, batting .211, OPS .654, 1 homer, and an RBI. Here's the 0-1, as that's a ground ball. Keller with the grab, and will toss it to first. Reflexes of a cat. What a play by Mitch Keller. Don't know if you'll see it. I don't know. Again, I know that's about a few pitches behind. It's just the way it goes, I guess. Dylan Beavers going to be at the plate. Right fielder. Batting .286, OPS of .857, 1 homer, 3 RBIs. As Keller rocks and fires. That's going to be on the inside corner for a called strike. Looks like that we might see a challenge. Beaver's going to challenge here. I don't think this is a good challenge either. Yeah, it's a strike. Just caught the corner. So Beavers and Reynolds, I guess, trading bad challenges. So at least the Orioles did something, and Beavers couldn't believe it. Zuna was an RBI machine in Atlanta. Just a slow starter. Yeah, I know. And that's going to be upstairs, 1-1. Doctor made me paid out to watch Luke on the Lakers. I know, I'm such a bully. Cards lost. That helps the Pirates. Good deal. 1-1 counts as Keller fires. That's a ground ball to second, and it gets past the diving Low. Or Lau, pardon me, I forgot Lau. So that is a single for Dylan Beavers. That's the first of the game for the Orioles. Wow, again, diving attempt. Nice effort. Couldn't quite get there. That'll bring up Jeremiah Jackson, batting .267, OPS of .517, no homers, 3 RBIs. Is Mitch Keller related to Helen Keller? I don't think so. I could be wrong, though. Keller sets. And, ooh, a throw over. Looks like Beavers is back and safe and sound. Saw something that apparently Helen Keller was like a scam or something. Like it was all a sham. I'm not too sure on that. Here is the pitch. That's a ground ball to short. Griffin with it. There's 1 and 2. A double play. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Your score remains 0-0. Appreciate you, Pringle, for tuning in. Good to see you, man. It do baseball. All right, let me go ahead and what I'll do, give me a sec. Not going to leave it on the screen, I promise. I just want to go ahead and reset the MLB because right now it is not looking ideal. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Let me go and say, I don't want the camera on my face. Are you watching the game live? Yes. Yes, I am. That's a genuine question, honestly, because it's like, are you watching the 3D? Or I'm not watching the 3D. 3D is for you guys. As, again, most people seem to like it. So, yeah. Anyway, appreciate you guys again for tuning in. We'll go over the scores from across Major League Baseball. Let's see here. Let's see. The final scores. Dodgers 13, Nationals 6. The Tigers 4-0 over the Cardinals. Yankees 8-2 over the Marlins. Let's see here. The Red Sox leading 5-2 over the Padres in the top of the ninth. The Blue Jays and the White Sox tied 3-3 in the top of the ninth. Reds leading the Rangers 2-0 in the bottom of the second. Chicago and Cleveland 0-0 in the bottom of the second. And the Phillies lead 7-0 over the Rockies in the bottom of the first. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize it was the first inning. Okay, I see why Seth is pretty happy. Man, oh man. Awesome. Oh yeah, let's go Pirates. Appreciate you, Keith, for tuning in. Smart move to bring up Konnor Griffin from Altoona. Oh yeah. I mean, the Pirates would have, I think, sold out anyway for their home opener, but this is pretty cool. Glad you're here. Glad you were here, yeah. Appreciate you for tuning in, as here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs, ball 1. This is Ryan O'Hearn batting .421, OPS of 1259, 2 homers and 6 RBIs. As Bradish sets and fires. That's going to be in there for a call strike again. Konnor Griffin, unless the world ends, he will be batting this inning. He is slated to bat third. 1-1 count to O'Hearn. As Bradish delivers, that's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Professional job. Oh, again, thank you very much, Russell. Phillies have been, yeah, I know. It's crazy stuff. Phillies out to a good start. They are crushing the Rockies. Again, appreciate you, Thomas, for tuning in. Good to see you, man. 1-2, Bradish delivers. That's a chopper, and that's going foul. We'll do it again. Again, the Pirates free agent signings offensively, at least 2 of them have been really impressive. Brandon Lau, of course, again, 3 homers. OPS north of 1,000. Same thing with O'Hearn. His batting average north of 400. Really impressive. 1-2 counts. Bradish kicks and deals. Breaking ball in the dirt. 2-2. Obviously, again, we're hoping that Ozuna can get it together. May have severed a relationship with McCutchen due to that. 2-2 as Bradish rocks and fires. That is going to be high and in. 3-2. Is Konnor Griffin related to Robert Griffin III? I would say no. Just a guess. 3-2 count to O'Hearn. Bradish once again sets as he delivers. That's going to be ripped foul, and we'll do this again as the count is full. Her doctor was teaching Ozuna some batting techniques. That's why he's in a slump. You heard correctly. I will go ahead and just take all the blame. I'll take all the blame for Ozuna's struggles. That was on me. I shouldn't have tried to reach out. Bradish delivers. That is going to be low. Ball 4. That's a walk. So O'Hearn gets on to lead off the second, or bottom of the second, that is. And that'll bring up Spencer Horwitz. He's batting 133, OPS of 321, no homers, and an RBI. Again, usually much better against righties. Against lefties, just not the guy. But maybe you get something going here for the Pirates. Bradish fires. That's going to be low in the dirt. Ball 1. Peter Griffin, probably not. I would say that one is not likely either. 1-0 count. Bradish sets. Looks over at first. And delivers. That's going to be hit to right, and that one is foul. Gotta go for now. Appreciate you, Sean, for tuning in. Thank you very much. Again, I'm sure I'll call another Giants game in the near future. It will happen. Bradish checks on the runner. Again, one man on, nobody out here in the bottom of the second as Bradish fires, and that's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Fooled him with the breaking ball. It was way out in front. 1-2. Bradish again checking on the runner. It looks like Horwitz will ask for time. How's it going, Jay? How about them Braves? I do think the Braves will be pretty good this year. I think they just massively underachieved and had a lot of injuries last year. 1-2 count. Bradish fires, swing and a miss. He struck him out as he chased, and this will be Konnor Griffin's Major League debut. The crowd is definitely loving it as they're all rising. Dr. Addison delay. Yeah, I see what you did. All right, Konnor Griffin at the plate. What most people have been waiting for as Bradish looks over at first. Bradish fires, swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. 0-1. Oh, man. Last season in the minors, Konnor Griffin, OPS of 942, 21 homers, 94 RBIs. Bradish checks on the runner and delivers. Breaking ball outside, 1-1. Konnor Griffin again at the plate, folks. His first major league at-bats. Really cool when I get to witness this. Bradish looks over, sets, and delivers. Swing and a miss. Chasing the breaking ball. 1-2. One and two counts. Looks like I'm faster today. That's crazy. That's neat. 1-2 count to Griffin. Crowd trying to rally behind him. Bradish fires, and that's a foul tip, staying alive. Again, a breaking ball outside and down low. He's just chasing it. Man, I don't know. This is tough. 1-2 count, and everything's been a breaking ball down and away. Griffin sets and delivers, and Griffin sends this to left center. That's going to drop it for a base hit. Konnor Griffin is at second, throw to the plate, and not in time. His first hit is an RBI double, and the Pirates lead 1-0 in the bottom of the second. Konnor Griffin putting the Pirates up top. Let's go. Greg Brown is just letting it all soak in. Good stuff, Greg Brown. Again, love Greg Brown. The crowd is definitely loving it. That'll bring up Jared Triolo, batting 150, OPS of 461. No homers, no RBIs on the season. Here's the pitch. That's going to breaking ball down low. 1-0. Waited so far on this moment, like 6 whole games. I know. 1-0 count to Triolo. Bradish fires. That's a ground ball, and that's going to get through for a base hit to right. Beavers is there. Routing. Third heading to home is Griffin. He's safe. Griffin makes it 2-0. Triolo, of course, with an RBI. Bring it in, Griffin. Good stuff. He's got some speed. He is definitely fast. Pirates rocking here in Pittsburgh, as Henry Davis going to be at the plate, batting 143, OPS of 508, no homers, 2 RBIs. And how's it going, Rick? Good to see you. Appreciate you, man. In the gap, yep. Give him the ball, oh yeah. Bradish sets and fires. That's going to be inside, ball 1. Give him the ball. Again, how's it going, Chance? Good to see you. Kid can fly. Oh yeah, he can. He's got some wheels. Bradish sets and a pickoff attempt, as the Pirates fans will boo. Don't seem to like that again. Konnor Griffin, what a debut already. He's good for the rest of the game, but obviously want to see more. 1-0 to Davis as Bradish sets. Rocks and fires, and Davis hits this to left, and that one is going to get down for a base hit down the left field line. Left fielder misplays it, throws it in, and he's going to the plate. Triolo is going to be safe. 3-0. Davis standing at second. I don't think we'll give him a double. Well, maybe you give him a double there. I'm not too sure. Regardless, the Pirates lead by a field goal. The Pirates offense has come alive the last few games, and it has been a pleasure to watch for sure. I mean, Bradish now going to get talking to from the pitching coach. As soon as I get here, the Pirates start scoring. There you go, Ricky. We need you here. Appreciate you, Tracy, for tuning in. That is your boy. Yep. Oh, yeah, he's amazing. Great game. Oh, yeah, Jay. Way to knock off the... Yeah, I know, right? Again, appreciate you. I go SB there. Appreciate you, SB. Great spirit. Oh, yeah. Heating up. I check in the Pirates, score 3 runs. I know. Appreciate you, Chris, checking in. There we go. Again. Pirates getting some offense. O'Neal Cruz will be at the plate. Again, struck out in the first inning. Trillo, again, good stuff. Bringing in Griffin. And, of course, again, the Pirates just keeping it going. Henry Davis with an RBI double. Bradish looks back and delivers. That's going to be outside, ball 1. Bradish clearly rattled. That 40 pitches now. I think he only had 14 pitches, I think, in the first. I don't think it was many. Bradish looks back. Kicks and deals. That's going to be in there for a called strike, 1-1. And Bosby Trump. Oh, yeah, we got the field goal. Pittsburgh and Baltimore. And they know, I mean, again, it's a very iconic matchup here with the field goals, of course. Bradish looking a little loopy out there. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be way upstairs, 2-1. And appreciate it, Tracy. Good to see you. Thank you very much for tuning in. Boss of the man. Oh, yeah. You said, appreciate you, Kurt. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Helps the channel out a lot. 2-1 counts. Bradish sets. Looks back at second. Kicks. And, well, close. I thought he was delivered to the plate there. So he stepped off. 2-1 count again. Cruz at the plate. Runner at second. Cruz looking to keep it going. Again, the Pirates with 3 straight hits. As Bradish delivers. Swing and a miss. breaking ball down in the dirt. Congrats on your top prospect. Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, it was fun. Had a touchdown to score. Would be nice. Would be nice. But hey, you know, a win is a win. I don't care if it's 1-0 or 10-9. So 10-9 would be more exciting. Here's the 2-2. That's a chopper to short. That's going to get through. Oh, Henderson was hugging second. And Davis is going to come home. An RBI single for Cruz. Pirates leading 4-0. Game of field position, exactly. How's it going, Caleb? Appreciate you for checking in. Oh, yeah, we're doing well. Pirates are doing well. Orioles pitcher, okay, I don't know if he's not bad. He's just had a rough day. A rough second inning, really. Jones out. I think they said like May or June, I think. All right, here is Brandon Lau, 1 for 1. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside, ball 1. Again, had a double in his first appearance. And he's looking to keep it going. Again, 4 straight hits, 5 base runners in this inning. Of course, again, they brought home 4. Bradish looks over, kicks, and fires. That is outside 2-0. Hitting is contagious. It is right now. And they got cooked. This guy. Jersey. 2-0 counts. Bradish delivers. That's going to be ripped foul. Link to the game again. It's on MLB TV, or you know, if you have it on the local markets. That's really all I can say. But I'm watching it on MLB TV. 2-1 count. Bradish sets. Looks over. And a throw over, and Cruz is back safe and sound. As this Pirate crowd gives Bradish a earful. This guy. 2-1 counts. Looks over. Looks over again. Cruz is going. Throws high. And he is out. Cruz. Yeah, didn't really have a... I don't know. He was just not looking fast at all. So Cruz is thrown out. I don't know. I mean, that was just... I guess it was a great throw. I don't know. Cruz wasn't really looking that fast out there. Man, all right. 3-1 count here again to Brandon Lau. 2 outs now. Nobody on. As Bradish delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Awesome it is. Can't get this game anymore. Who's pitching for you guys? We got Keller. Mitch Keller. Pirates roster is going to kill a lot of bets. Maybe. For better or worse. Again, 3-2 count to Brandon Lau. Bradish looking to get out of this. As he sets, kicks, and deals. And Lau fights this off to stay alive. Again, the Pirates scoring 4 runs this second inning. Konnor Griffin with a RBI double, as that's going to be inside, ball 4. So this inning will continue as Lau draws the walk. That's going to bring up Brian Reynolds, who struck out looking in the first. 1-0 Cubs. Again, Reynolds at the plate again. A slow start to the year, but again, had a nice series against the Reds. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit to left, and that one is slicing foul. Obviously, Reynolds is kind of a, slow starter. Gets going in June, really does. But would like to see more consistency from Reynolds as Bradish looks over, sets, and delivers. And Reynolds gets under it and sends it to left center. And it looks like that is caught by Ward for out number 3. But the Pirates push across 4. Konnor Griffin was involved with 2 of the plays. Again, an RBI double into the gap. Then the next batter, Triolo, bringing home Griffin again. 4-0 Pirates lead over the Orioles. How is he safe? Wait, what are you talking about? I have no idea what you're talking about, Chance. Pirates, yep. It would be nice. Again, the Pirates haven't been above 500 since August 5th of 2024. So it would be nice to be above that. Just saying. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully, again, you are enjoying the play-by-play. Make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel. That definitely helps out small channels like mine. But we're a growing channel. Again, we're going to be doing a lot of the Pirates games. Of course, I am a Pirates fan. So expect about 100 to 120 Pirates games on the channel this year. Really, after Monday, it's going to be a lot of Pirates. And again, you know, football is really the big part. So when September hits, again, we'll still be doing Pirates games. But, of course, again, the Steelers. And obviously we do, you know, we're on all Sunday. So we do every single window. If you're not a Steeler fan, we do cover everybody at least once. Monday Night Football, Thursday Night Football. But, you know, yeah, again, I'll be here. I'll be here for pretty much most of the year. And still we'll do the playoffs. Again, I did the playoffs last year, MLB playoffs. So, again, it will be great. It'll be great to get the Pirates in the playoffs. It'll be nice. But I do think the NL is going to be really tough. So we'll see. But anyway, do appreciate you guys. Make sure again to leave a like. And again, it is free to subscribe. Says so right there. I promise you it is free as can be. So make sure to subscribe to the channel. Think of it more as a follow on, you know, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, whatever you social media from Facebook. You know, again, it is completely free to subscribe. All right, Colton Cows are going to be up for the Orioles. And Keller had a long time to sit, so hopefully he'll be okay. As Colton Cows are batting .333 OPS of 817, no homers and an RBI. So now there's kind of a delay there. Another one of your players got injured. Oh my gosh. Appreciate you, Jay. Chance, all right. Again, Chance Watch, the all caps. All caps are kind of a no. They're letting this happen on... Okay, all right. All right, Jersey. Okay, come on. I don't have to time out a member here. I'm going to have to do it, though. Have to do it. Again, watch the all caps. Chance. Again, they're not doing it on purpose. Anyway, Keller on the mound. Cows are at the dish. Here's the pitch, as that's going to be outside ball 1. Want to know again, the Cows are, as the Orioles looking to try to get themselves on the board. Cows are 16 homers last year, batted less than 200. Showing bunt, pulls back, that's in there for a called strike. So he's looking for a bounce back year, and I guess so far so good, albeit just a few games. Any celebrity sightings done? Keaton? I don't think we've seen anybody. Haven't shown anyone on the cast. As here's the 1-1. That's a chopper. That's going foul. Got excited. It's all good. And 1-2 counts. Cows are getting a new bat. I guess it broke or something. Not too sure. That is my assumption. 1-2 again. We're just starting here at the top of the third. Pirates scoring 4 in the bottom of the second, and that is how you've got your score, 4-0. As Keller kicks and deals, that is going to be low, 2-2. 90 on the changeup. Again, that still blows my mind. I mean, the fact that you're having 90-mile-per-hour changeups, that is crazy to me. Still not used to that. As Keller delivers, that's in the dirt, 3-2. Keller apparently back-to-back home opening starts. I don't think I did get the home opener last year. I don't recall. I remember doing the Pirates-Marlins. That was terrible. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be inside ball 4, so he walks him. Yeah, I remember that. That was terrible. Pirates had led in every single game last year in the opening series, and oh my gosh. All right, Blaze Alexander going to be at the plates. He's batting ninth, batting .364, OPS of .728, no homers and an RBI. Keller sets and delivers. That's a chopper. Right back to Keller. There's one and two. A double play. Keller with two great plays on the mound. That is awesome. Keller has, again, started the double play rally there. Look at that. All right, Taylor Ward come to the plate. He walked in the first inning. Yeah, it is two double plays now that Mitch Keller has started. Here is the pitch, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. Taylor Ward, again, 36 homers last year. The Orioles have the talent. We'll see if they can get it going, as that's going to be inside 1-1. Pirates not losing today. I don't know. We'll see. Still very much early. I don't know. It's still very much early. Baseball is a long game, as that's going to be inside 2-1. How's it going, Lisa? Appreciate you for tuning in. Just missing there on that fastball. 93 on it. 2-1. Keller rocks and fires, as that's going to be a chopper, and that stays foul. Two and two, the count to Taylor Ward. Showing off again, Jared Trillig at third. Again, a really solid defenders. That's going to be outside 3-2. And again, I know there's a lot of people. I was reading a lot of the replies on social media whenever the Pirates posted the lineup. Like, why is he playing? Why isn't it Nick Gonzalez? And again, I love Nick Gonzalez. I would prefer Gonzalez out there, but I do understand the decision. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be a passed ball. It doesn't matter. Ball 4. So that puts Ward on at first again with 2 outs. And that'll bring up Gunnar Henderson. Think positive. I am, but again, I never want to call a game when we're only in the third inning. Never want to say it's over. It's like, the Steelers are up on the, or whatever. I don't know. It's a little bit different with interleague, but you know what I'm saying. Like, first, you don't want to call a game at the end of the first quarter. So same thing with baseballs. That's a breaking ball in there for a called strike. You never know. It can happen on any given pitch, at bats, anything. Keller sets on the 0-1, kicks and deals. That's going to be hit to left, and that's going to drop in for a base hit, as Reynolds is there to throw it in. And the Orioles have runners on first and second. And that'll bring up Pete Alonso, who struck out looking in the first inning, albeit again with 2 outs. You brag about our teams? Oh, that's totally fair. Davis going to be having a chat with Keller, trying to figure out what they can do to keep this a 4-0 game. Again, you have a dangerous hitter at the plate. 86% of you guys with the Pirates, 14% with the Orioles. You heard anything about Jared Jones? No, again, from what I last heard, again, he should be good to go into like May or June. That would be ideal. Again, that would be a great addition, of course. That would be awesome. Again, just gets even, the pitching staff gets even better. Here is the pitch to Alonso. Alonso rips this to right, but that one is foul. So you'd have Skeens, Keller, Chandler, you assume Ashcraft, and then Jones. That would be, that's a great, that's awesome, honestly. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be hit, and right to the second baseman, Lau, for outs number 3. Line out there for Alonso as we head to the bottom of the third. The Pirates lead 4-0. Black and gold. There you go. What's your top 10 college football rankings? I think it's too early, Jay. So I don't know. It'd be kind of hypocritical. I don't know how long you've been here, Jay. I know, again, I've seen you around plenty. But I hate the preseason polls because we don't really know who's good. So I genuinely hope that they do away with that. I don't think it's ever going to happen. But I genuinely hate the preseason polls because you don't know how they actually are going to be. So, you know, case in point, again, last year, so many teams ended up falling off. And I still think, again, they get it wrong. I mean, we saw, again, in the college football playoff, they had 5 SEC teams, and they were all really bad. It was a disaster. But, yeah, I can't. I think it's way too early. I think, you know, you ask that question in, you know, week 6 or 7. I'll be able to give you more, you know, I'll give you more information there. Mlodzinski, he's going to K 8 every game. Yeah, I mean, he just, last year, the thing is with Mlodzinski is that he was much better out of the pen. Obviously, again, had a nice start, you know, this year. We'll see if that can continue. And again, if we have to move, you know, have just Jones out of the pen for a little bit, or maybe move Ashcraft back to the pen, which he was really good coming out of the bullpen. Felt really confident with him. Yeah, we get Jared Jones back and he's clicking. I'm really liking the Pirates. Preseason polls might as well be picked out of me. yeah, honestly. I'm just not I hate the preseason polls. Penn State 2, yep. Panther and Lions fan come to college football. Gotcha. All right, we are back in action here. Marcell Ozuna at the plate here to begin the bottom of the third. Again, he struck out looking in his first appearance. It looks like, I think Bradish is back out there again. You know, you don't want to use up your bullpen. Here is the pitch. That's going to be upstairs, ball 1. Jared Jones come back as soon as May 25th. Move Mlodzinski to the bullpen and get rid of Kitty. Yeah, I think that would probably be the move. Though Montgomery has not looked good. I guess you need lefties, but anyway, here's the 1-0. That's going to be upstairs, but it's called a strike. Not really a good call. Ozuna not wanting to risk it, though, with the challenge again. Already both teams down to their last challenge if they get it incorrectly. Here is the 1-1. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Again, that was a big thing with me. I just didn't feel like we did enough. Again, the bullpen, the Pirates pitching, everything is good. And it is. I do think it's good. But again, I think the bullpen, once you get past a few arms, it is not deep. And that is a concern. 1-2 count. Here's the pitch, because that's going to be chopped foul. Just trying to stay alive. This is the best stream currently. Well, I appreciate that. I don't know. I feel like I've had good streams in the past. I still think my Miami and Texas A&M football game, that was the best. I really do. That was fun. Here's the 1-2. That's a chopper, and that is going foul. That was just genuinely fun. I think that my energy was high, despite it being like 10-7. That was great. I really enjoyed that call because it was something like fumbles, missed kicks, interceptions. It was crazy. That game was drunk. 1-2 count. Bradish sets, rocks, and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out as Ozuna's struggles continues, and I hear the groans of the crowd. Well, more so this year. Oh man, again, we might hear some boos pretty soon with Ozuna. Ryan O'Hearn come to the plate. He walked in his first appearance and, of course, came across to score. Again, 2 homers on the season. OPS north of 1,000. Here's the pitch as O'Hearn pops this one up. That one is going foul. How's it going? Good to see you, Brandon. Appreciate you, man. 0-1 count to O'Hearn. Bradish sets, kicks, and fires. That is right down the middle for a called strike. I don't think O'Hearn was looking for that. That was served up right there. Trade Ozuna for Kutch. Yeah. I don't think the Rangers taking that deal. Rangers would not take that deal. 0-2, the pitch. Check to swing. Did he go? He did. He struck him out. So back-to-back strikeouts for Bradish. And that will bring up Spencer Horwitz, who struck out in his first appearance. Twins home opener was delayed because of a power outage. Oh, my gosh. The Twins. Oh, man. Feel bad for Twins fans. They don't have much to cheer for. Bradish fires, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. Bradish, obviously a rough second inning, but, you know, kind of looking like what we would expect from Kyle Bradish. Solid starter. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball in the dirt. As it's 1-1. Astros playing the Pirates. June, I think. Ozuna's batting .045. That is not good. Kurt, that is bad. 1-1 counts. Bradish kicks and deals. That is going to be in there for a called strike. As it's 1-2. Bradish at 65 pitches. Get another inning out of him. I think they'll take it. And maybe again, if the Pirates allow it, they'll push him to the fifth. Hopefully not. Here's the 1-2, as that's a grounder to second. Throws to first for out number 3. So 1-2-3 go the Pirates as we enter the top of the fourth. The Pirates leading 4-0. Let's see. Your grandma's in the hospital with a hip fracture. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Matthew. Hopefully everything will go all right. Hopefully everything will be okay, Matthew. So he needs to go back down to AAA. I mean, I don't know if he even can, to be honest with you. I'm starting to feel hopes with these Bucks. Probably get my hopes up. Yeah. And once they're up, that's when it all comes crashing down, I guess. Yes, I know for sure. Again, yeah. Hopefully Matthew, she'll be all right. He gets home soon. Exactly. I'm going to check out some scores from across Major League Baseball. As, again, we're flipping innings here. Currently happening, the Reds and the Rangers 2-2 in the bottom of the fourth. Cubs 1, Indians nothing. 9-0 Phillies leading over the Rockies. And the Rays and Twins 0-0. Final scores, Dodgers over the Nationals 13-6. The Tigers over the Cardinals 4-0. Yankees over the Marlins 8-2. Red Sox 5. Padres 2. And the White Sox over the Blue Jays 5-4. Again, baseball. It's a long season. A lot of stuff randomly happens. And that is one of those random situations. Again, folks, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel if you do like what you're listening to. Again, I'll be on here for a lot of the Pirates games. Going to not be on here for the Pirates tomorrow. I'll be covering the Final Four. As, again, I'm kind of a, jack of all trades channel. Really, again, football is the main part. You probably see the Steelers stuff. And it's not just the Steelers channel. I do cover every Steelers game, but we do other games as well. We cover everybody. 3 games every Sunday, Monday night, Thursday night, stuff like that. And college football during the week. But, again, if you are here for the Pirates and Pirates only, I will be on 100 to 120 times this year. Maybe even more, again, if they get to the playoffs, which, again, I will be covering the MLB playoffs as well. 1-0 count here to Rutschman as, again, he grounded out in his first appearance as Keller delivers, and that's going to be sent to left. That will be a foul ball. If you're an Orioles fan, can't really say I'm going to do many Orioles games. I don't really think so. Again, my pitch to you would be if you are a fan of, again, the Ravens or whatnot, again, NFL, we do cover a lot. So, again, I'm not going to lie to you. I was like, I'll cover some Orioles games. Very unlikely that ever really happens, as that's going to be a breaking ball outside, 2-1. I am, again, somewhat friends with another channel, Orioles Bird Watcher. He covers Orioles games. So we try not to step on each other's toes. That's just how that goes. Here's the 2-1, as that's going to be fouled back 2-2. Playoffs? Yeah. Glad you're the first person other than me to use that, so that's great. That's great. Playoffs? You kidding me? I just hope he can win a game. Now my voice is just not there today. Again, 2-2 count to Rutschman. That's Keller, kicks and deals. That's going to be down low 3-2. Griffin with sunglasses on backwards, but it's like behind him as well, so that's interesting. 3-2 count. Keller delivers. That's going to be upstairs. Ball 4. That is now the 4th walk that Keller has issued. So that's a lot of walks. As again, that'll put the leadoff runner here in the top of the 4th on for the Orioles. That'll bring up Samuel Basallo, who grounded out in his first appearance. Keller sets and delivers, and that's going to be hit, and that is going to go foul. 0-1 to Basallo. I believe Basallo is also a catcher too. So again, Rutschman, you know, obviously, hey, maybe he's refining his form. Again, he threw out a runner earlier, entered the game with an OPS north of 900. As here's still 0-1. That's going to be fouled back 0-2. But yeah, that is interesting there. Just talking about the Orioles. Aaron Judge finally got you some fantasy points. There you go. 4 walks, but no damage. Oh yeah, no, for sure. Definitely interesting, though, to say the least. As Keller sets and delivers. That's going to be chopped foul as Basallo, again, just staying alive. Interviewed the Hannah Mears interviewed the Griffin family. They seem pretty excited for Konnor. Here's the 0-2 as that's going to be sent to the left center, and Reynolds calling it off and makes the catch for out number 1. Cruz sharing some words with Reynolds. You have to doubt that that is any intimidation or anything like that. Obviously, there's a situation in the Reds game where Reynolds clearly had it, then Cruz kept on coming. A lot of people, of course, very split on that online. But anyway, Dylan Beavers going to be at the plate. He singled in his first appearance. Again, runner on first, 1 out. As Keller fires, that's a breaking ball outside, 1-0. Thanks for doing the fantasy. Oh yeah, no, it's been fun. It has been fun, though. My lead is starting to shrink. Haven't really looked at it much. I need to. Solid start, but now my team is choking. Keller delivers the 1-0. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Beavers, like, I don't know. Again, he already lost the challenge earlier. One and 1 count to Dylan Beavers. Keller delivers. That is a breaking ball down low. 2-1. The sweeper. Sweeper pitch that I think was starting to get some traction of, what, 3 or 4 years ago or something like that. I thought it was always a slurve. It looks like a slurve, but I guess they are a little bit different. Here is the 2-1 showing bunt. Pulls back. That's in there for a called strike. Beavers thinking about challenging, but does not. Again, Beavers losing a challenge for the Orioles earlier. You know, that's just thinking about it. 2-2 count. Again, runner on first, 1 out. Pirates leading 4-0 in the top of the 4th. The 2-2. That's a chopper to third. Triolo has. Oh, and he couldn't quite handle it. Off the end of the glove. Would have been a really tough play. Pirates fans booing. I don't know. That's a tough one. That would have been really tough. Yeah, it's a tough one. I don't know if I don't think I can give that an error. Are they going to give that an error? I don't know. I think that's a single. That's a tough play. We'll see what they score it. Jeremiah Jackson at the plate. Runners on first and second. Just 1 out here at the top of the 4th. Leading in Ks this year by quite a bit. Unfortunate batters. Oh, boy. Keller fires. That's going to be down low. 1-0. Just going to ask that question. Yeah. Jackson last year, 5 homers, OPS of 775. Keller looks back and delivers. That's going to be hit to right. And that is slicing foul. And Konnor listening to you on the way home. Oh, Mickey. Yeah, her youngest cat, though she's not really, I mean, she's a year and a half old. We took her this morning to get her checked out, as that's going to swing and a miss. Strike 2, 1-2. I got her spayed, so I know she handled it so well. Everyone else was, you know, the dogs were barking, the cats were, you know, meowing or, you know, being really obviously agitated. She was silent. I was so proud of Mickey. Good cat. She's a great cat. 1-2 count. Keller sets, kicks, and fires. That's going to be sent to right. Might have a tag up here as Cruz takes the catch and throws to second. And that's interesting. O'Hearn over there. I don't think O'Hearn was pleased. O'Hearn saying, look, he had it. So Cruz again. Luckily, Cruz made the catch. We did have a tag out regardless. Yeah, O'Hearn, he did not look happy. I don't know. Maybe it was nothing, but Cruz just... That's interesting. So, again, Cruz having some interesting plays there. He obviously did make the catch, but that is a concern that there is no communication out there in the outfield. As Colton Cowser at the plate, that's a big swing and a miss. Strike 1, walked in his first appearance. Poor kitty. Oh, yeah, she's doing good, though. Cats rule dogs. Dogs are great, but they're just, they require a lot of attention. Not saying that we ignore our cats, obviously, but, you know, that's just a lot of work. Throw to first. He is back safe and sound. Again, runners on the corners, 2 outs in the top of the 4th. Pirates leading 4-0, but the Orioles, the runner just 90 feet away. Keller delivers. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2 as Keller looking to get out of it. Cowser, I think he's asking for time. Pirates fans getting a little bit louder, rallying behind Keller. Get out of it. Keller sets on the 0-2. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Keller. Only his second strikeout of the game, but hey, it came at a great time as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Pirates still leading 4-0. Let's see, does anyone know if there's a way to only... So unfortunately, you have to have YouTube Premium. That's really expensive. I don't have YouTube Premium. I can't do that. Sorry, Wampa. Appreciate you for tuning in. I appreciate that. Again, that's what a lot of people do. That they'll they'll have me on while they do other things, whether they're working or just doing whatnot. But yeah, appreciate you, Wampa. Sorry though, yeah, unfortunately YouTube Premium, that's the only way that I know of. Now if there's a cheat to that, feel free to I don't care. It doesn't impact me at all. Cruz is gonna seriously injure a teammate. I mean, it's a little interesting that there's just some issues out there for sure. But appreciate you, Fish. Good to see you, man. Thank you for tuning in. Again, Pirates leading 4-0. If you do like what you're listening to, make sure again to leave a like and of course subscribe to the channel. Helps out the channel a lot. Again, I won't be. Just want to again let everybody know I won't be on for the Pirates tomorrow. I really want to be, honestly. I'm really enjoying the Pirates. The turnout has been better than I expected. I really didn't expect. The crowd that I'm getting, for the Pirates games. Last year I did it again. There was basically no interest at all, albeit again it was a small channel, much smaller channel at the time. But again, do thank you guys for tuning in again. Make sure to leave a like. I'll be returning though this Sunday again. If you're here for the Pirates or again Orioles, even again Orioles fans, we're not gonna be talking trash to Orioles fans. Like, why? But yeah, again, make sure to subscribe. It is free. I'll be back Sunday again tomorrow doing the Final Four. Konnor Griffin at the plate again, had a double in his first appearance. As Bradish delivers, almost hits Griffin. And the crowd didn't like that. That is interesting. Wow, that'd be pretty wild. 1-0 count as Bradish sets and delivers. That's a breaking ball in there for a called strike. Griffin will lead off. Yep. Nowhere else to be sticking around. I love the calls. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Wampa. Backer listening, locked by it. Yeah, it's baloney. It is. Yeah. You're correct. Coffee. 1-1 count as Bradish fires. That's going to be outside 2-1. MLB makes it so hard to listen to the game. Yeah. Yeah. No, I totally get it. 2-1 count. Bradish kicks and deals. That's going to be outside 3-1. I do think I don't know. I think MLB again could be so much more popular than it is. Again, it's more popular than the NBA. Obviously, it's not talked about, but it is. But it could be so much more popular. 3-1 almost hits him again, but he will be on base. Pirates fans not liking that Bradish he was targeting Griffin apparently in. Regardless, though, he finds his way on via a walk, and that'll bring up Jared Triolo, who brought in Griffin with his RBI single in the second inning. Here is the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Seats will be empty if you plunk Konnor today. Yeah, a lot of people are going to be on the field. 0-1 counts as Bradish sets. As a throw over, checking on Griffin. And Bradish, I mean, I guess he knows what he's doing, trying to get this crowd riled up. He wants to be a bad guy, I guess. 0-1 count. Griffin taking his lead as Bradish delivers, and that's going to be a check swing, but he made contact with it, and that makes the count 0-2. Coach Brock giving Griffin some instruction. 0-2 count again. Bradish looks over and delivers as Triolo hits this to right. That's going to drop in for a base hit as Griffin will stay at second after a pretty good throw. And Jared Triolo, he's 2 for 2. Look at that. Maybe Konnor Griffin helped out Triolo today or something, you know, with his swing. I don't know. He's 2 for 2. Really good stuff. That'll bring up Henry Davis, who again had I think it was a double. I don't know if that's what they actually credited it. I'll make sure to let you guys know as soon as I do. Again, runners on first and second. Nobody out, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. See that speed. Number 6, I saw Mavs was number 9. Oh, wow. 0-1 count. Bradish sets. It's at 75 pitches, by the way. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside 1-1. By the way, they did score that a double. Want to clarify. That is official. He is Groot. 1-1. Bradish sets. Looks back at Griffin. Looks back again. Kicks and deals. That is going to be outside 2-1. Pirates. Surprising amount of offense the last couple of days. Again, had a nice display in the first game. Obviously, they lost to the Mets after a disastrous pitching performance by everybody. As a throw over, and Griffin is back safe and sound, and this crowd letting him have it. Man. Trello 2 for 2. Oh, yeah. Of course, again, Cruz, makes the catch, then obviously it might be a different outcome in that one. But regardless, yeah, the offense looking pretty good. That's a ground ball to third. Uh-oh, there's one at 3 and throw to first, and he is out. And that is a double play. So that moves Triola to second, but now there's 2 outs. That'll bring up O'Neal Cruz, 1 for 2 in this one. Feed was just behind yours a few minutes ago. I don't know. No idea. Kind of an awkward play there for Alonso. I don't know what that's all about. It's a wild throw. Looks back at second as he delivers to Cruz. Checks his swing. Did he go? He did not. Cruz again with a solid start offensively to the season. OPS north of 1,000 right now. Again, 1 for 2 today. As Bradish sets, Roxanne fires. That's going to be low, but it's called a strike. Cruz thought about it. He should have. I totally understand him not doing it, though. Because if you lose it, you're done. Oh, that's not a good call. That was well below. You'll see it in a moment. And I don't know if it's this pitch or the next one. 1-1 count here to Cruz. Here's the pitch, and Cruz with a grounder to second as he throws to first for out number 3. Pirates get nothing despite the few hits there, few base runners. We get to the top of the 5th. The Pirates leading 4-0. Challenge Griffin doesn't. Yeah, this guy. Yankees. Well, how's it going, Orville? Good to see you. Appreciate you for tuning in. Yeah, the Yankees just keep winning, I guess. That's kind of a bummer, but I'm happy you're happy. All right, the Reds leading the Rangers 3-2 over the... Wait, what am I talking about? All right, let me start over. Reds leading 3-2 over the Rangers in the top of the 6th. The Cubs leading 1-0 over the Indians in the bottom of the 5th. The Phillies leading 9-1 over the Rockies as they enter the top of the 5th. And the Rays leading 2-0 over the Twins in the top of the 2nd inning. The Dodgers defeated the Nationals today 13-6. The Tigers over the Cardinals 4-0. The Yankees over the Marlins 8-2. Red Sox 5, Padres 2. That one is final. And the White Sox over the Blue Jays in extras 5-4. Go. 66 likes. Appreciate you guys again. Make sure to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel. Helps out my channel. Just pushes out the stream even further. Lets YouTube know, hey, this guy's actually not too bad for a small channel. And it pushes it out to many people that, want to see, baseball. If you're a baseball fan, again, just helps push it out further onto YouTube. And, of course, again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to leave a, to subscribe to the channel. It is free. It is free to do so. Think of it more as a follow, not a subscription. Totally understand that. Totally understand hating the word subscription. I do, personally. I don't even know why it's called that. It should be a follow. It should be called followers, but... or whatever. But anyway, that's just the way it goes. But yeah, it is free to subscribe. Here is the pitch. That's going to be hit to left. That's going to get down for a base hit. Didn't even get to introduce the guy. But Blaze Alexander is on with a leadoff single. And that'll bring up Taylor Ward, who's walked in both of his appearances. Keller at 62 pitches, by the way, if you're wondering on the pitch count. It would be nice to see him get to the 6th and finish it, but we'll see. As Keller delivers, that's going to be in there for a called strike. Again, a lot of walks today. Obviously, again, hasn't allowed anything, but, it is a kind of a concern. We'll drive up the pitch count, of course. 0-1 as Keller fires. That's a breaking ball right down the middle for a called strike. He's attacking Ward on this one. They should never lose. Yeah, I guess so. Rennie Stennett. Not familiar with Rennie Stennett. 0-2 count as Keller delivers. That is outside 1-2. Same with the Dodgers, yeah. 100 wins for sure. I think that would be the expectations when you spend that much money. So the Dodgers, I think they only had 94, I think, last year. Which, I mean, yeah, that's really good, obviously. Not as much as you'd think. 1-2. Called strike 3. A delayed call there by the umpire. He struck him out. Ward couldn't believe it. I think it was right at the knees. Maybe a little below the knees. But the Pirates get a call. As that'll bring up Gunnar Henderson again. Both teams used an early challenge, and I think that may have impacted the batters going forward. Here's the pitch, as that's going to be hit to right, and that's going to drop in for a base hit down the right field line. Henderson's definitely going to go 2. We might see a run. Alexander going home, and Griffin with it. Oh, and we might have nobody there, and I think Henderson, okay, he's back at second. That is an RBI double for Gunnar. To apologize, limited by the TV cameras. I had no idea what was going on. Just trying to listen to Brown's reaction as far as what Gunnar was doing. Regardless, the Orioles on the scoreboard as they cut the lead back to a field goal. And that'll bring up Pete Alonso, who is 0 for 2. Keller sets, kicks, and fires, as that's a big swing and a miss. Strike 1, chased out of the zone on the fastball. It's all-star catcher Tony Pena, catcher. 0-1 count as Keller looks back and delivers, as that's a chopper, and that one is foul. Alonso again, from what I heard, the Pirates made him an offer. I don't know how serious it was or if it was even true, but you know, would have been pretty cool. But obviously, again, you got to hope that Horwitz pulls through, as that's a breaking ball in the dirt. 1-2. So, man, how's it going? Starting your baseball coverage back with the White Sox on Monday. Good luck. Good luck to you and your baseball coverage. Appreciate you, Snowman, for tuning in. White Sox. That's all he just won today, too, so good stuff. 1-2 count. Keller sets as he delivers. That's going to be outside. 2-2. He stopped at McDonald's. Got you a Big Mac. Big Macs are pretty good. One of the few burgers that are actually pretty good at that. On that menu. Wish the patties were bigger, though, because it's not a Big Mac. Here's the 2-2, as that's going to be fouled back. Staying alive. Keller at 72 pitches again. I don't know now with that run. Really just depends on how he finishes this fifth, if we'll see him for another. And 72 pitches. 2-2. Keller set, kicks, and fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Chased out of the zone. That's now his second strikeout. Greg Brown copying me all over here. And that'll bring up Adley Rutschman. He was 0 for 1 and has a walk. Again, runner at second, 2 outs, 4-1 your score. Pirates with the lead. Orioles, though, looking to cut into it even more as Keller delivers. That is going to be fouled back. Apparently it's Basayo, not Basalo. That's good to know. Basayo. I just changed the L to a Y. And we will go with that. 0-1 Keller sets, looks over at second. As here's the pitch. That's a chopper, and that one is going foul. Looks like we will see a new pitcher for the Orioles. Dietrich Ends. Going to be the pitcher. I think he's a lefty. But we'll find out for sure in a moment. Hopefully. As Keller sets, looks over at second. And delivers. And that's going to be hit to left center. Cruz on the run. Can't make the catch. Oh, he bobbles it. Loses the ball. And now there's going to be a throw to second, and Rutschman is at second with a RBI double. Maybe it just took a weird bounce. Let's see here again. Yeah, I don't know. Try to backhand. He just didn't close the glove. All right, it's 4-2. Samuel Baisayo at the plate as that's going to be hit to first. Horowitz will take it himself for out number 3. We head to the bottom of the 5th. The Pirates still lead 4-2, but the Orioles get a couple. Oh, man. It's tough. I don't know. If it feels it cleanly, it'd be close. I mean, it would be interesting at the plate, but that is a little frustrating. Yeah, he's definitely not the best outfielder defensively. Again, you know, if I'm all for, and I think most people would agree with me here, obviously you hate to, you know, because Cruz has the arm, of course, and the speed, but I mean, if he continues to do this and Ozuna continues to struggle, you have to DH. You have to DH him. You have to DH Cruz. You just put Mangum out there. I mean, that's just too many mistakes already in the first week of the season. I mean, I'm sure, again, there's a lot of Cruz defenders out there. You can defend them. That's fine. It's just frustrating to see the same thing over and over. Ozuna justifies moving Cruz. Yeah, no, exactly. I think, again, if Ozuna continues... You're exactly right, Denny. If he continues to struggle, Ozuna continues to struggle at the plate. I mean, you got to make the move. And, of course, again, do what you can. If the Rangers are willing to part with Kutch, I don't know what you'd trade for Kutch. But that'd be good. Again, I don't know. It's really frustrating. It really is frustrating. DH Cruz, yeah. Again, I mean, obviously he's producing at the plate. I mean, that's really nice. He's actually living up to that, you know, that potential so far. Again, obviously it's only a week, but you got to like what you're seeing. But, man, you just can't. It's frustrating when you see the same mistakes over and over. That's what irks a lot of people, and I think, again, the Cruz defenders don't understand that. It's the same thing over and over. That means he's not getting better. All right, new pitcher for the Orioles, Dietrich Enns. Dietrich Enns at the plate. I can't even speak anymore. Dietrich Enns on the mound. He is a lefty, 2.70 ERA. I'm slowing it down. Facing Brandon Lau, that's going to be in there for a called strike. And Lau not as good against lefties, so this is a pretty good move by the Orioles. So Reynolds can hit lefties all right. And again, Ozuna supposedly can as well. Here's the 0-1 as that's a swing and a miss, strike 2. And Lau doubled and walked so far. Obviously, again, those numbers against a lefty are nowhere close to what he's capable against righties. 0-2, here's the pitch. That's going to be outside, 1-2. So we got Cruz work at third in spring. It's the only place left for him to try outside of planting at first. I guess so. I think the leash is getting shorter. Yeah, I would agree. Here's the 1-2 as that's going to be poked and it should get out of play. I don't know. Maybe it's a close play. Will not. 1-2 here again to Lau. Changes behind the scenes here. So I can get this mic working again. 1-2 ends, kicks and deals. That's going to be outside, 2-2. Bad Haitian choo-choo. I don't know. It's. I mean, again, at the plate, playing pretty well. Definitely not going to complain there. 2-2 count. Here's the pitch as that's going to be chased and fouled. I can't believe he actually made contact with that. That was way out of the zone. Guy's a menace. Yeah, maybe. 2-2 count. and sets and delivers. That's going to be foul back. Got to admire Lau here. Again, not usually good against the lefties, but he is fighting. He's fighting these off. And if you're just tuning in, the Pirates leading 4-2 over the Orioles here in the bottom of the fifth. As that's called strike three. He struck him out. Change up froze him. That'll bring up Brian Reynolds, who is 0 for 2 in this one. I think Keller might be done. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. They were showing the dugout. Keller talking with Skeens. Maybe not. Here's the pitch. That's going to be upstairs, 1-0. Supposed to be injury. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know. Obviously, you got to hope that doesn't happen. 1-0 as ends, kicks and fires. That's a breaking ball down and in, 2-0. Once again, last year with a down year, his worst, I believe, as a pro, not counting 2020. OPS of 720, only 16 homers. Here's the 2-0. That's going to be upstairs, 3-0. Reynolds with a couple of homers against Cincinnati. Maybe that's what gets him going. But so far in this one, 0 for 2. 3-0. Here's the pitch. That's going to be right down the middle for a called strike. First score never gives him. Well, apparently he had to touch the baseball. I don't know. Here's the 3-1. That's going to be in there for a called strike. That's a tough pitch. That's a good pitch by ends. Yeah, I don't know how the errors work. That's okay. You got to touch it. Apparently, I don't know. I think that's pretty wild, but that's a thing. 3-2 to Reynolds. Nobody on. 1 out in the bottom of the fifth. Ends. Delivers. That's going to be fouled back. Looks like that actually hit Rutschman. Umpire going to go out and toss the ball. It's something I've seen the last year or so. It's really nice. Like whenever there's a foul tip, he either hits the batter or the catcher or the umpire. Yeah, you know, if it hits the umpire, obviously the catcher will walk out to the mound or, you know, halfway and throw the ball. If it's the catcher or batter, the umpire will give the catcher or batter time to compose himself. That's pretty neat. 3-2. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low. Ball 4. So Reynolds draws the walk. So he takes first, and that'll bring up Marcell Ozuna. Again, has struck out looking and swinging in this one. Obviously, again, Ozuna, it's been a rough start so far with the Pirates. Seeing if he can get something going. Facing a lefty, usually is better against them. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low. 1-0. Not even showing this year's stats. Last year, again, 21 homers, OPS of 756. Here's the 1-0. That's a swing and a miss. Strike one, breaking ball in the dirt. Someone put in the Allegheny. Would be pretty cool. It's pretty tough to do that. Score some more. We'll see. Again, Reynolds on it. First, 1 out in the bottom of the fifth. Ends, looks over at Reynolds. Kicks and fires. That's in the dirt. 2-1. Ball gets away. But Reynolds not moving. Wasn't really too far away, to be honest. 2-1 count to a man that really needs a hit. Marcell Ozuna. Second baseman kind of playing straight up, too. He likes to pull it. Here's the 2-1. That is upstairs, 3-1. Hey, a walk will work. Three and 1 count. End sets. Looks over at first. Kicks. Oh, and a throw over. Reynolds is back safe. It's down. Alonso kind of fell down. Lonzo's been slipping and sliding over at first a couple of times today. Ryan O'Hearn is due up again. O'Hearn, a lefty that can hit lefties actually better. And another throw over. Reynolds is safe. That one a lot closer. Oh, wow. Reynolds. Oh, man, that was close. Good stuff by Reynolds, though, to get back end sets. Looks over at Reynolds, kicks and delivers. That's going to be ripped foul. He was pretty late on the fastball. 3-2. Three and two ends. Looks over. Kicks and deals. That's going to be outside. Ball 4. Ozuna gets on. Hey, you'll take it. I know it's not a hit. That batting average will stay really bad. But, hey, getting on base, that's all you can ask for. That'll bring up Ryan O'Hearn. Again, really solid against lefties. Again, better against lefties than righties despite being a lefty. Looks like we're actually going to see the pitching coach going to have a little chat with ends. Put Cruz on first and Griffin catching. Catching? I don't know about that one, Jay. Again, appreciate you for tuning in. I mean, Henry Davis is pretty... unless you're talking about the outfield. Are you talking about catching in the outfield? I don't know. But I mean, I know on MLB 25, the show, Griffin could play the outfield. So, I mean, I guess there's that. But... ideally you'd want him at short. But again, appreciate you, Jay, for tuning in. And again, yeah, it is what it is. All you can do, though, is just move on and hope that he gets better. And again, if he doesn't, hope the Pirates can make the right calls, the right decisions. That's all you can do. Mountain meeting has concluded. Again, O'Hearn at the plate. He has walked and struck out in this one. Again, runners on first and second. Here in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 95 on the fastball. 0-1 count to O'Hearn. And shaking off the signs, but he's going to set anyway. Looks back at second. Kicks and deals. That's in the dirt. Ball gets away. But, he throws to third. Reynolds is safe. Oh, man. That was gutsy by Reynolds. The ball bounced away in front of Rutschman, but on the third base side. And he is able to take third. Good stuff. That was, just Rutschman doing a good job of keeping it in front of him, but Reynolds was on it. Actually, that's interesting. All right, 1-1 count. Again, runners on the corners as now there's kind of a little bit of delay. Delay here on Dr. Delay. Yeah, I know. I know. I'll see myself out after the broadcast, of course. JJ Ray, appreciate you, JJ. Play-by-play with JJ. Folks, make sure to check out JJ's little tapper. That's going to be foul. Again, make sure, I don't know if he's actually going to be here, but make sure, again, to check out Play-by-play with JJ. At the end of this inning, I'll be sure to click his link or post his link. And again, he is great. He is fantastic. Covers the Phillies. He covers the other Pennsylvanian team. So I appreciate that, JJ Ray. Thank you guys so much. Again, if you guys do like what you listen to, make sure again to leave a like and sub. Here's the 1-2. That is inside 2-2. Though I know the Philly fans probably took issue with the other Pennsylvanian team. It is what it is, Again, I appreciate you guys again for tuning in. That's awesome. I'll have to, again, repay that with a redirect possibly a little bit later. So Hearn sends this to right center. On the run is the center fielder who makes the catch. Good stuff by Cowser. Throw is in, and Reynolds will tag up to make it 5-2. So a sacrifice fly is O'Hearn again with a heck of a job to get the ball elevated and deep enough. Again, O'Hearn just so good against lefties. Liked and subbed you too. Appreciate you, Jason. Thank you very much. Naturals position. Yeah, Pirates looking good, Doctor. I hope so, Michael. Appreciate it. Here from JJ's page. Go, Phillies. Appreciate you again. Rebecca, Doug, Denny. Again, thank you guys all Well, Denny, of course, was here, actually, as that's going to be a breaking ball outside 1-0 to Spencer Horwitz. Let's see, who else did I get here? Jason, Colton, Lou. Again, thank you, Michael. Jose, appreciate you. Seriously, Larry, appreciate you, man, for tuning in. As that's going to be high and in, almost hits Horwitz. 2-0. Again, I'll be sure to post the link in a moment after the inning. And again, I'll try to... I think he might be going live right after his game for the Diamond Zone, so I'll be sure to raid over to him or redirect. Here's the 2-0. That's a breaking ball outside 3-0. Love you, Doc. It's cool many times. Again, thank you very much, Russell. Appreciate it. 3-0 here to Horwitz. Again, runner at first as end sets. Looks over at Ozuna. Here's the pitch. That's right down the middle for a called strike. Again, Horwitz not that great against lefties. Kind of like Lau. Just, again, a lefty that just cannot hit against lefties. I mean, it's really like me on MLB The Show. I'm not even going to lie to you. If I have a lefty and I face a lefty, I'm striking out. As that is going to be a pop-up, and that will get out of play. And that'll be a souvenir. 3-2 count, 2 outs, runner on at first. Pirates again getting a run thanks to the sacrifice fly by Ryan O'Hearn. Horwitz trying to keep this inning alive. As here is the pitch. That is outside, ball 4. And that should bring up Konnor Griffin. And we'll get to see his first at-bat in the majors against a lefty. Nice of Hearn. Oh, yeah. That was good stuff. Konnor Griffin, 106 on the velocity on that RBI double. Hens looking over, kicks and fires. That is upstairs, 1-0. Again, runners on first and second. 2 outs. Griffin at the plates. His first at-bat against a lefty. And looking back, and it's going to look back Ozuna to the bag, to the crowd's dismay. Home run. We'll see, Keith. We'll see. Ends, delivers. That is going to be inside 2-0. On deck, if you're wondering, is Jared Triolo, who is 2 for 2 on the day. I doubt, though, they'd want to walk the bases loaded. That would be pretty shocking. Here is the 2-0. That's going to be in there on the outside corner for a called strike, 95. Write down your what, get in touch. Again, you can contact me on X. I do have a Twitter account. 2-1 count. Here is the pitch. That's going to be... Oh, man, that's somewhat inside. I guess it caught the... a little bit of the plate there. 2-2. 2-2 counts. Ends, delivers. Called strike 3. Griffin's going to ABS challenge. Oh, man, we'll see. Griffin, his first challenge of his career in the majors. Does he get another? It's a ball! Oh, man! A fraction of an inch. Oh, my goodness. 0.2 inches. So the Pirates keep the challenge and the inning alive. 0.2 inches. Unbelievable. All right, full count. Again, runners on first and second. Ends, delivers, and that is a check swing. Just made contact. That was well inside. 3-2. 3-2 count. Runners on first and second. Ends 38 pitches in this inning. Not what he was expecting. As he looks back, here is the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Got him with the high fastball. All right, we head to the top of the 6th. The Pirates lead 5-2. Let me go ahead get JJ's link there. Play-by-play with JJ. Again, a huge friend of the channel. Make sure again to check him out and subscribe to his channel, folks. Again, he covers the Phillies. Also, again, covers the NFL. But again, he does a lot of baseball. Baseball is his bread and butter. So again, make sure to check him out before you depart today. It is free. So again, thank you, JJ, for the raid. I know you're long gone by now. But anyway, I do appreciate you guys. Again, I'll have to figure out something, Russell. We'll have to figure it out. But again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure again to leave a like and, of course, sub to the channel. Again, I'll be back on Sunday for the Pirates. I'll be back tomorrow, though, in general for Final Four, for some Final Four action. I do appreciate you guys for tuning into this one. Do some scoring updates. So the Reds leading the Rangers 3-2 in the bottom of the 7th. The Cubs and the Indians 1-1. 1-1 in the bottom of the 7th. Phillies 10, Rockies 1 at the top of the 7th. The Rays 2, Twins nothing. Dodgers 13, Nationals 6. The Tigers 4, Cardinals 0. Yankees 8, Marlins 2. Red Sox 5, Padres 2. And the White Sox 5, Blue Jays 4. All right. 91 likes. Again, thank you guys so much. We're close to 100. It would be great to hit that today in this stream, as that's going to bring up Beavers. That's going to be outside ball. And Keller, by the way, he is in for the 6th inning. So it'd be great for him to finish this inning, and I imagine, again, that'll probably be it for him. As there's another pitch. That's going to be outside 2-0. They're not really showing the game. They're showing Hannah Mears. And if you were here last year, you remember how much I hated that. They would show anything else but the game at times. 2-0 count here to Beavers as Keller fires. That is in there for a called strike. That's going to score after the other team cuts into your lead. Yeah. He deserves something from Pittsburgh. I appreciate it, man. They really did that last year. Yeah. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be low 3-1. And the Davis baseball. Well, thank you very much. Again, again, that does sound really neat, but you know, again, feel free to keep those souvenirs. I definitely don't want to take anyone's hard work away, as that's going to be a pop up, and Trillo is under it and makes the catch for out number 1. All right, coming to the plate is Jeremiah Jackson, who is 0 for 2 in this one. You're back. Appreciate you, Alex. You should just about. Oh, I appreciate it, Russell. We'll try to figure it out. Running of the pierogies? Yeah, I don't know. I'm not there. They haven't shown it. That's a chopper to short. Griffin has it. Throws to first for out number 2. Very quickly, 2 away for the Orioles. It's not saying. Oh well, again, it's. We'll figure it out, Russell. I promise we'll figure it out. That'll bring up Colton Cowser, who is 0 for 1 with the walk. Again, 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Very quickly, 2 outs. That's a breaking ball down low. 1-0. 1-0 count to Cowser as Keller sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 1-1. Again, it was a packed house, some empty seats there. You have to imagine that might be bathroom breaks or whatnot. Not too sure, but 2-1 count as that one misses inside. Looks like Johan Ramirez is going to be warming up in the Pirates bullpen. Cards game sent by the Pirates bullpen. Nice. Here's the 2-1. That's going to be chopper off his foot. So that is a foul ball. 2-2. How's it going, Raider? Good to see you. Appreciate you for tuning in. And as always, you are the man, not me. I'm just a man. But the Pirates, they're looking like they might be pretty good. We'll see again. Obviously, it's just a few games in. We're only not even through this game, but you got to like what you're seeing. Here is the 2-2. And that's a tapper to Horowitz. Tosses to Keller, covering the bag for out number 3. Nice stuff by Keller. Again, he's made some great plays in the field today. We enter the bottom of the 6th. The Pirates lead 5-2. Let's factor there was no. The Pirates are home. Pirates are home. We love the Pirates. No, yeah, I know. I got you. I got you, Russell. I got you. Again, we'll figure it out. I promise. I promise. Anyway, I do appreciate you guys again for tuning in. Hopefully, again, you are enjoying it. Hopefully, you do leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with Dr. Delay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So I do appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm actually going to check out what's going on elsewhere. So we got a lot of... Man, we actually have like a lot of people calling this game. Well, more than you'd think. Joey Wagner, of course, Steelers streamer. Let's see, we have the Pete McDevitt show, which I know George, I don't know if George might be bouncing back and forth. Orioles bird watcher again, an Orioles fan. So that's pretty neat. Appreciate you guys again for letting me call the game. Again, like I said, I know there's a lot of competition out there, so I do appreciate that. When is the Astros playing the Pirates? In June. And again, you're welcome, Russell. Again, we'll figure it out, I promise. Were you heartbroken when the Steelers lost 30-6? I was depressed just because of how it went down. It was like 7-6 going into the 4th quarter, so yeah. Very much enjoying this. We appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. Hopefully, again, I see you in another stream near you soon. Again, next Pirates game, it will be Easter this Sunday. Of course, again, against the Orioles. I won't be back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow for the Final Four, but not for the Pirates. But again, after Monday, which that'll be the national championship, it'll be a lot of Pirates baseball from here on out. So hopefully, again, you're okay with that. And again, I'll see you very soon. Rangers tied up the game. Ashcraft needs to be sent down for a while. Oh, you're talking about Graham Ashcraft. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Ashcraft, yeah, I don't know. He's kind of hot and cold. 0-1 here to Triolo, who is 2 for 2. As we have a new pitcher for the Orioles, that is Wells, as that's going to be on the outside, but it doesn't catch the plates. 1-1. Not sure who Wells would be, but hopefully you get some information on him. 1-1 count as Wells sets, kicks, and fires. That's a breaking ball outside. 2-1. The 100 like, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Play on the road. I think it is at Houston, I want to say. 2-1 count here to Triolo as Wells delivers. That is in there for a called strike. 2-2. Ronald, thank you for tuning in. Again, appreciate you, Ricky, as always, for tuning in. Two and two. Wells fires. Checked his swing. Did he go? That was close. Oh, he went. He struck him out. Triolo smiling. Thought he got away with one. Dang it. Oh, yeah, he clearly went. All right, 1 out here for the Pirates. That'll bring up Henry Davis, who's 1 for 2. This is Tyler Wells. Tyler Wells, 10.13 ERA. Opponent batting average, 462. Geez, not a good start. Here's the pitch. That's a breaking ball down low. 1-0. Pardon me. 1-0 count to Davis. Jeez. That's a lot on the voice sometimes. As Wells sets, rocks, and fires. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 1-0. 1. Pirates have had a lot of base runners today. Again, 5 runs, pretty solid. But of course, it looks like Keller's going to be coming out, so hopefully the bullpen has got it the rest of the way. As the 1-1 is a swing and a miss. Strike 2, chased it up high. Plastic container, gotcha. Pirates beat the Dodgers. I don't know. They seem to do well against the Dodgers. Come on, Henry. Yep. 1-2 counts. Davis again at the plate. Wells on the mound as he delivers. And that's a chopper to third. Oh, what a play. Throws to first. Davis is out. Or he's safe. Oh, my goodness. I think they might challenge this. Davis was rounding first. He thought it got past him again. It was a great play by Alexander. What a dive. What a throw. Oh, my gosh. He's out. Unbelievable. Davis thinking 2. And he doesn't even get 1. I mean, what a play. Now, granted, there is a first base coach for a reason. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, he's out. I mean, that's a great play by Blaze Alexander. You have to just wonder, I mean, what was happening with Brock and Davis? Oh. He's out. Yeah, unbelievable. So that's a pretty terrible. That's terrible, honestly. He just runs it down for the 1. He's safe. Oh my gosh. I mean, Brock was at the end signaling run it down. I don't know. That's a little odd there. O'Neal Cruz at the plate. Here is the pitch. As Cruz sends this to right, but he got under it. As Beavers makes the catch for outs. Number 3, that is disappointing. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. We get at the top of the 7th, where it's 5-2. Yeah, Davis, I guess he thought it was a double. He was rounding. Man, oh man. I don't know what Davis was doing. Anyway. Appreciate you guys again for tuning in. We'll check out what's going on across the majors. Let's see here. Reds and the Rangers tied at 3-3 as they head to the bottom of the 8th. The Indians lead the Cubs 2-1 in the bottom of the 7th. Phillies 10, Rockies 1, Rays 3, Twins nothing. And then, of course, final scores again, as you heard earlier. Dodgers 13, Nationals 6. Tigers 4, Cardinals nothing, Yankees 8, Marlins 2, Red Sox 5, Padres 2, and then the White Sox 5, Blue Jays 4. It says Keller's out there, but I don't think it is. I could be wrong. I don't think Keller's going to be out there, but that'd be pretty interesting. You like ski? Oh, well, obviously, Alex. Marcos, was he waving him to second? I only caught the end, so I only saw the end of the play there. And again, I don't know. I guess I need to see the actual. Someone has footage of that. That was pretty bad. So if he's waving him to second, that was horrible. I don't know what he's looking at. Yeah, that's frustrating. Regardless, the Pirates, again, still with the lead. Looks like we will... Well, they're talking about Keller right now. So I'm assuming Keller's done because they're doing a strikeout compilation for him. So, all right, you have to imagine, again, he is done. So, quality start for Keller. Good stuff. Had a lot of walks, but albeit, again, only allowing 2 runs in 6. That is pretty darn good. So 7 to the plate is Blaze Alexander. Johan Ramirez, the new pitcher for the Pirates, has yet to allow a run this year. Opponent batting average of 71. As Ramirez delivers, that's a sweeping breaking ball outside, 1-0. Jeez, He's one of the best in the league. Oh, yeah, he's correct. He's probably the best. Here is the 1-0. Pardon my voice again, as that's going to be upstairs 2-0. And Alexander grounded out and singled. That is how he's... Again, what a play-by-play is Alexander diving for that Davis hit. Here's the 2-0, as that's a blooper. On the run is Griffin. Can't quite get there in time. Cruz is there to keep Alexander at first. So a leadoff single for the Orioles. This game definitely not over by any means. And it looks like Mason Montgomery warming up in the Pirates bullpen. He has again had some... He has had a lot of trouble. He's had a lot of trouble so far with the Pirates. Ramirez sets, looks over and delivers. That's going to be a breaking ball outside. 1-0. Phoenix now ahead. Well, I don't know. 1-0 counts as Ramirez delivers. Then it's going to be high and in. 2-0. Almost hit Taylor Ward, who again is at the plate. 0 for 1 with a couple of walks. Looks like Henry Davis going to have a little chat with Ramirez, who has been a little bit wild here. At 79. Oh, wow, it's really impressive. Yeah, no, for sure. Now we see the pitching coach is going to come out. He's in David Bednar's number. I guess I never noticed that before. So Ramirez clearly having some issues to begin this one. And thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure again to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel whenever you do depart today. Again, I'll be back for more Pirates baseball on Sunday, and then again on Tuesday. Then from then on, again, there'll be a lot of Pirates on the channel. On Saturday, I will be calling March Madness, the Final Four, the finals, the semifinals essentially, and of course the National Championship on Monday night. Hopefully, again, I see you guys there. Pirates prospect, he's doing pretty good. He's had a great debut. He's 1 for 2 with a walk. Has a double, an RBI double. Put more Pirates games on national television. I don't know if that's how it works. They got to win more to earn it. Now the umpires having a meeting together. I don't know what's really going on here. So we have a little bit of a delay here on Dr. Delay. Again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. Again, I try to get to the chat as often as I can, so don't hesitate to, just feel free to get involved, whether you want to interact with other chatters or with me. Again, I do try to get to the chat as often as I possibly can. So never hesitate to do that. It is a chat-first channel. Obviously, again, play-by-play, a big part of it. But baseball, you have a lot of freedom. You can talk to the chat pretty often. All right, we're back underway. 2-0 count here again to Taylor Ward. Runner on first. Here's the pitch. That is going to be in there for a called strike. And Ward 0 for 1 with a couple of walks. Pardon me. Ramirez sets, and a pickoff attempt. He is safe and sound. And 1979 Pirates game. Dad's friends had a picnic level seating. He went to the bathroom, he came out and saw a ball rolling, and oh wow, okay. 2-1 count. As Ramirez delivers, that's going to be hit to left center, and Cruz can't make the catch. Just gets past him. Cruz throws it in. Griffin throwing home, and he is, it hits the batter, and he's going to be safe. So it's now 5-3. Ward with a RBI double. just a little bit out of the reach of Cruz. That's a tough one. He thought he could make the play. I don't know if I can really, you can't really rip him for that. That's tough. That'll bring up Gunnar Henderson. Again, this game definitely not over by any means. As here's the pitch. That's a check swing. He went. Strike one. Gunnar Henderson is 2 for 3. Again, had a RBI double in his last appearance. Oh, your Giants. Okay, I don't know. I wouldn't know. 0-1 count. Ramirez sets. Kicks and deals. That's a chopper, and that is going foul. So confused, saw everyone jump on it, went back, and Dad said ball went flying over to them. He said that he didn't get the ball. That's tough. How many times in one game, Cruz? I don't know. Has been a lot today. A little bit more than you'd like to think. 0-2 count. Ramirez delivers. That's going to be hit, and that is once again foul. 5-3. The Pirates were rocking earlier, but the Orioles not going away. Again, this could be a pretty competitive series. You'd ideally want the Pirates to take 2 of 3, especially being at home. Here's the 0-2. And Henderson sends this to center. Cruz on his way and makes the catch. And a lot of cheers for that one. Oh, gosh. A lot of cheers for the catch. Oh, geez. This is... Oh, boy. Pete Alonso going to come up to the plate. I can't believe this crowd. So 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Runner at second again with 1 out. As Ramirez looks back. Looks back again. Looks back again and delivers. That's going to be down low, 1-0. Fix that, yeah. Time for a sports psychologist, I know. He's got a, yeah, it's, I don't know. Again, he was hustling. That one, not as bad as the other ones. Like, not even close, but it is tough. 1-0 count. Ramirez looks back and delivers. That's going to be outside 2-0. Yeah, that is brutal. 2-0 counts. Ramirez looking back again at second. Looks back again. Rocks and fires. That's going to be on the outside corner for a called strike. Alonso again, a rough day so far. 2 strikeouts. Of course, that was against Mitch Keller. Ramirez looking back. Looks back again. And delivers. That's a breaking ball. Did he go? And he did not. That was close. Let's see that replay. Alonso was pretty adamant he didn't go around. Oh, that is close. That is close, but I don't think he went. Again, 3-1 count to Alonso. Ramirez sets. And delivers. That is in there for a called strike. 3-2. That actually went to those Pirates game at AAA. Saw a fly ball at Stadium and he just went and picked it up. Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, I'd like to go get a ball one day, you know, have the ball hit to me. It's never happened. Here's the 3-2. That's going to be fouled back as Alonso stays alive. 97 on the fastball. Yeah, I mean, you see a lot of clips on social media. Again, you guys can think lowly of me if you want. That's perfectly fine. You have the right to whatever. But if a ball is hit to me, I'm going to have it. If a kid wants the ball, I'm going to be like, yeah, I'm sorry. That is my ball. As that is going to be ripped foul. The count stays at 3-2. I've never had that happen. No one handed me a ball when I was younger. So it's my ball. I want it. I want that ball. And I will get booed. People will get mad and be like, you know what? No one gave me a ball. This is my ball. Here's the 3-2. Oh, that is just inside. The Davis wants to ABS it. Oh, man, that was close. Jeez. Here it is. Oh, my goodness. That's even closer. 0.1 inches off the plate. Man. Alonso walks. Now there's runners at first and second. And now we're going to see a pitching change. So it looks like Ramirez is done. Not a good performance. Allows his first run of the season. Looks like we'll see Mason Montgomery whenever we come back. 4-1, the Guardians on a chase homer. Gotcha. We're enclosed underneath the desk. I'll leave it up to your imagination. Watch the highlights of the Pirates games on their post. Gotcha. Yeah, no, I mean, I used to do that quite a bit, honestly. When I don't watch a game, I'm watching the highlights. Again, appreciate it. That was a little shocking there again still. I appreciate you, Yankees, for tuning in. Appreciate all you guys for tuning in. And again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with Dr. Lay. This is what I do again. I call games. Going to be doing a lot of Pirates games this year again. Expect about 100 to 120 Pirates games. Of course, again, that number could be larger. I honestly think it's going to be larger. As, again, going to be missing again Saturday and Monday. But it's going to be a lot of baseball after that. And I don't really think I'll be missing many Pirates games, if any, really, until about September. We'll see that Pirates game count go down a little bit. But, again, when I can cover a game, I will be sure to do so. You're lucky enough to catch a ball, I'm keeping it. Exactly. That's how I'm seeing it. I'm sorry. I'm keeping that ball. I want it. What are you doing? A Royals game? Did some Royals games last year. They got a decent crowd because no one covers the Royals. I don't know. I'll see what I can do, Iron. I'll see what I can do. Dave Parker, one of your favorite players of all time. A lot of people like Dave Parker. Getting interesting now. A little too interesting, Jim. A little too interesting. All right, Montgomery going to be on the mound here. Mason Montgomery, an ERA of 12. Opponent batting average of 308. September when they get... Okay, they're going to still be in it. I still think this team will be competing for a wild card spot. But obviously, again, Sundays, Mondays, and Thursdays belong to the NFL. Montgomery sets and delivers. That's going to be high and in, ball one. Adley Rutschman is at the plate. He's 1 for 2. An RBI double was his hit. And again, he has a walk as well. Again, runners on first and second. 1 out. Montgomery sets, looks back, and delivers. That's going to be hit to right, and that is a foul ball. One kid near green caught it. Oh, nice. Good stuff. 1-1 count. Montgomery looks back again, and delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike 1 and 2. Now, I think the Pirates can be... They'll be all right. I think they'll be all right. Much better team than last year. You can already tell. But obviously, it is early. I do recognize that. So, 1-2 count. Montgomery looks back at second. As he delivers, that's going to be hit to right, and that is, well, actually, that was more behind. That'll be a foul ball. Let's not give it away. Hopefully not. Would be unfortunate to blow this. Again, the home opener. Pretty great crowd today. Here's the 1-2. That's a chopper. Griffin with it, and throws to first. Gets him by a step. Couldn't quite turn 2, as it was a slow chopper. That does move the runners, though, to second and third. And that'll bring up Samuel Baisayo, who is 0 for 3 in this one. Pirates might make the playoffs. Again, it'll take a lot. Pirates will have to play very well to do that, because the NL, I think, is very good. It is a very good league, as that's going to be in there for a called strike 0-1 to Baisayo. Again, 0 for 3. You could say he's due. But again, runners on second and third. Montgomery sets on the 0-1, kicks and deals. That's a swing and a miss. Strike two, 99 on the fastball. Oh, and 2 counts. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled back. Reached way out of the zone. 100 on the gun. 0-2. Need a strikeout here. Yep. You'll be here tomorrow for the Final Four. Appreciate you, Ricky. Cobra on Pirates jersey. Gotcha. Who started pitching today was Mitch Keller. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Montgomery gets out of it. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Pirates leading 5-3. Your thoughts on this play? I don't know about 3-0ing anybody. You can't really say you're going to 3-0 anybody. Again, if you can just win the series at home, that's all you can ask for. Go 2-1. That's all you can do. And if on the road, if you can steal a series, then you're going to be all right. That's how it goes. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel. That is pretty much it. I don't really know what else to say other than, yeah, again, if you like baseball, make sure to sub it up. Again, the football part of the channel, though, is the biggest part of the channel. I want to make that perfectly clear. The NFL is where most of my subscribers have come from. It is what I genuinely love. I love football. I love the NFL. I love my Steelers. And, of course, again, you know, if you are, again, a fan of just anybody, I do cover everybody in the NFL at least once. So make sure, again, to sub it up. But, again, I cover every Steeler game. But, again, 3 games on Sunday. Do a lot of stuff on the channel. Yeah, no, I totally get it. Don't forget, no, I'm not forgetting. I promise, Russell. I promise. We will figure it out. Let's see here. So I'm just checking out some things here. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Again, feel free to chat down below. Again, I try to interact with the chat as often as I can. SB loving it. Sweet. Yeah, no, that was very sweet indeed. Due up for the Pirates this inning will be Brandon Lau, Brian Reynolds, and Marcell Ozuna. Doc, I hope they don't mess this up. I hope so, Tracy. I hope so. It'd be nice again. Pirates have not been above 500 since August 5th, 2024. They were 56 and 55 on that day. That was the last time they were above 500. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Tyler Wells back on the mound, facing the dangerous Brandon Lau. Again, 1 for 2 with a walk. As Wells sets, kicks, and fires. That's going to be swung on and fouled back as it's 0-2. And I appreciate it, Russell, but again, football is my #1 passion. I do feel like the streams are better, and that's where, again, most of the interest of the channel is. Most of my views, everything. 0-2 count. Wells sets. He's still set. Kicks and deals. That's a breaking ball. Down low. 1-2. Slider. 86 on the slider. Man. Been here through football, baseball, hockey. Yep. Which, again, hockey is kind of... I'd like to do a Penguins game on Thursday. We'll see. That is the goal, though. I want to try to get back into that. They might be making the playoffs, as that's a breaking ball down low. 2-2. Covered a little bit. Again, I'm not very knowledgeable in hockey. Those of you that are also hockey fans, I don't want to... You will get not a great call. You're not going to get a good call at all, but I am practicing. 2-2 count as Wells fires. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Chased it outside. Then I'll bring up Brian Reynolds, who is 0 for 2 with the walk. Walked in his last appearance. I believe this is his first appearance from the left side of the plate. Well sets. And delivers. That's going to be upstairs 1-0. Well sets yet again as he kicks and deals. That's going to be sent to shallow left. Well, maybe a little bit more than I thought, as Ward actually had to backpedal to make the catch. Camera angle fooled me a little bit. That is a fly out. And that is out number 2. And that'll bring up Marcell Ozuna. And has struggled mightily, but did walk in his last appearance. Again, he's 0 for 2 with the walk. Got to be difficult to call a hockey. Oh, no, it is difficult. I mean, that's why I don't really do it much. As well as Eyes Ozuna. Here is the pitch. And that's going to be an off-speed pitch in there for a called strike. Yeah, no, it's the most difficult sport that I've ever called. More difficult than basketball. I mean, it is tough. 0-1 count, Wells. Begins to wind up in the pitch. That's going to be down low as it's 1-1. Yeah, thank you, Russell. Excited about the Steelers. Obviously, just need to figure out our quarterback. Well, yeah, I think it's going to be Rodgers once more. You know, we need receivers. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be in there at the knees for a called strike. Yeah, Rodgers definitely coming back, but again, the receivers, we need to give them some weapons. That was pretty bad what we rolled out last year. Here is the 1-2. That is in the dirt. 2-2. 87 on the changeup. Favorite MLS team? I don't know. I kind of like Messi. I mean, I don't really watch too much. I need to though. 2-2 count as Ozuna rips this one foul to keep this 2-2. Again, Ozuna, obviously, as many of you guys know, is 1 for 22 to begin the season. That is just not ideal. Wells rocks and fires as that's going to be popped up. As Ozuna's struggles at the play will continue as Alonso makes the catch. For out number 3, we enter the top of the 8th. The Pirates leading 5-3. Needs to hurry up and decide. I'll pump for the draft. Oh yeah, no, I'll be actually again for those of you guys that are again NFL diehards. Again that's the main part of the channel. I will be covering day 1 of the draft. We'll be doing again a live reaction with another streamer, Rising Rhinos, friend of the channel. But yeah, no, I think it's kind of what he did last year. I think it was kind of like a handshake agreement, and he's just gonna, again, he's dragging it out, which I hate. Again, I've been a defender of Rodgers. A lot of people obviously don't like him for, again, whether it's on the field or off the field. I try to stick to on the field, of course, especially on a sports channel. Obviously, that's crazy if you don't. But anywho, yeah, I am genuinely annoyed. I mean, there's not really much I can defend about, but I'm just assuming that is what it is, that it's kind of like a handshake. Like, all right, look, I'm going to sign, just not yet. I just don't feel like it, or I don't know. I'm just going to drag it out because why not? But yeah. Can you please trade Ozuna for Kutch? Yeah. Rangers not going to accept that. Call a good game. Yeah, thank you very much, Kurt. I appreciate it. I'm kind of getting a little stale here. I can feel it, just kind of the rocks and sets. Whenever there's not much action, that's when I got to work. I still got a lot of work. Again, I know I appreciate the compliments. I really do. Like I said, like the 99% of the people I talk to on here are great. You guys really are. But I definitely, of course, have a long way to go. But I appreciate it. I really do. Can't send him AAA. He's got too many years. 200 viewers again. I'm really lucky. I didn't expect this type of turnout for Pirates games, because last year I'd get 200 viewers for the whole stream, so it was not good. So I'm like, all right, we'll see how this goes. Doc's cool. I'm not very cool, I assure you. Real life me, no. going to start out slowly for the Braves. Be patient. I'll try to. Hopefully it makes it official with the draft. Me too. Go Pirates. Totally got you there. We're back in action here. Dennis Santana on the mound here in the 8th inning as he faces Dylan Beavers. Says that's a grounder to second. Lau with a nice play. Throws to first for round number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. See if we get to go over his stats. That's fine with me. Jeremiah Jackson, pardon me, going to be at the plate. He is 0 for 3 in this one. Santana 0.0 ERA. Opponent batting average 0.91. He has been picking up pretty much right where he left off last year. He was really good last year, and definitely looking pretty solid to begin the brand new year. As Santana sets, kicks, and deals, that's going to be in there for a called strike. On 1 here again to Jackson as Santana sets and delivers. That's going to be outside 1 and 1. I believe we have a defensive change. I want to say I saw Mangum on the stream. Not sure if that was in left or right. I didn't quite hear what Mr. Brown said. Greg Brown. Here is the 1-1. That's going to be the outside corner for a called strike. Looks like this is not Jackson. We do have a pinch hitter. That's Tavares. Not familiar with Tavares. Or Tavares. All right. 1-2 count to Tavares as Santana sets. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Hey! Struck him out. Santana just too good. Congrats to the Griffin. Oh, well, hey, you know, that was all me, obviously, so I'll take your congratulations. Do a better job than some of these people. Oh, yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I try. All right, here is Colton Cowser. Here is the pitch. That's going to be low for ball 1. Cowser is 0 for 2 with the walk. No counts. And Santana delivers. That's going to be down low 2. And 2 outs. Yep. And the Pirates, of course, had a very nice start to the game offensively. Have kind of, you know, struggled as of late at the plate, but maybe they can hold on to it. That's in there for a called strike. 2-1. Speak a few saying, no, I'm not going to do that. I actually don't really, I can understand Spanish, but I don't actually speak it that well. Here's the 2-1. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Cowser last year again struggled at the plate, batting less than 200. Struggling today, but again has drawn a walk. Santana once again from the stretch. And that's a ground ball to third. Triolo has it, throws to first, gets him by a step. Good throw. Good hustle there by Cowser, but it's for nothing as we head to the bottom of the 8th. It is 5-3. I actually am Spanish. I'm half Mexican. But again, I'm an American, so that's where my mindset is. All right. Let's see here. Let's go over the scores. The Phillies, oh my gosh, again, just still all over the Rockies. Rockies didn't show up today. 10-1 over the Rockies in the bottom of the 9th. The Indians lead 4-1 over the Cubs in the top of the 9th. And the Rays and the Twins are tied 3-3 as we head to the top of the 6th. Looks like the Brewers and Royals was postponed. That's a bummer. Dodgers 13, Nationals 6. The Tigers over the Cardinals 4-0. Yankees over the Marlins 8-2. Red Sox 5, Padres 2, White Sox 5, Blue Jays 4, and the Reds over the Rangers 5-3. So there you go. Those are your Scoreboard updates. He's Italian. I'm a quarter Italian, but yeah, I'm not actually Italian. Look at the Pirates go. Appreciate you, Steven. Need a scalper for tomorrow's game. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. Half white, half American, half Russian. Gotcha. Well, that's cool. That's great. That's great, you know. See, I don't really, personally, I'm not really a, you know, it doesn't really matter what you are, you know. All that matters is the person you are. All right. Oh, appreciate you on the go, CeeLo. All right, thank you very much. This game is nearing its conclusion, but I appreciate it, CeeLo. Redirect after turning left. Make sure, folks, to check out On the Go with CeeLo. Again, he covers baseball. He covers March Madness, football. He does everything. He does a lot of stuff. College sports as well. So make sure to check out On the Go with CeeLo for all your left turning needs, and as well as you know, sports needs in general. That's a ground ball to the first. Alonso throws to the pitcher covering for round number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out to Ryan O'Hearn. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. So Rico Garcia, the pitcher for the... What in the world? I have no idea what we're doing here. I'm just going to ignore for a little bit, folks. Sorry about that. Anyway, Spencer Horvitz at the plate. He's over 2 with the walk, because that's going to be upstairs 1-0. One no counts as Garcia delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike. I do appreciate it. Again, CeeLo for the redirect. I'll try to pay it forward in a stream in the future. 1-1 count. Garcia kicks and deals. That's going to be in there for a called strike. This little Russian talk. I got you, I guess. Actually, I don't really got it, but I guess I understand. Actually, I don't understand. I guess that's the whole point. Anyway, 1-2 counts. Garcia sets as he delivers. That's going to be a ground ball again to first. Alonso with the toss to the pitcher covering for round number 2. Deja vu for the Pirates. As that'll bring up Konnor Griffin. Again, Konnor Griffin 1 for 2 with the walk. I would say his debut was a success. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. What do you guys think? Pretty happy with it? Disappointed? Did you want to see a home run? Is that what you want? No homer for Konnor? Yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting here. We'll see if he goes solo. Solo shot here. Garcia delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike on the outside corner. 0-1 count 2. Konnor Griffin. Garcia sets. Rocks and fires. That's going to be outside 1-1. I don't understand. Yeah, I don't understand that. Again, they use Santana in the 8th, so they're going to use Soto in the 9th, I'm assuming. Here's the 1-1. That's a tapper. Back to the pitcher as Garcia tosses to Alonso for out number 3. All right, we head to the top of the 9th where the Pirates will attempt to close it out. Gregory Soto on for the save. Need to get the runs back. Yeah, well, I don't know. I guess we'll have to just stick it out with the 5. Kid looks like he's a vet already. Yeah, happy for the Pirates. Me too, Tom. I'm very happy. Appreciate you again, Tom, for tuning in. Thank you guys all for tuning in. Ashley, again, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Again, folks, make sure to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel before you go today. It is free to do so. Again, I'll be back for the Pirates on Sunday. Tomorrow I'll be doing March Madness, so hopefully you'll forgive me. And then again on Monday as well, the National Championship March Madness. But again, Tuesday on, it'll be a lot of Pirates on the channel. And, of course, again, every now and then we'll do some double headers, so we'll get some other games elsewhere. So I do appreciate you guys again for hanging out. And again, if you're a football fan, make sure to subscribe as well. We do a lot of Steelers, do every Steeler game, but of course 2 other games on Sundays, Mondays, of course Monday Night Football, Thursday Night Football, and all that good stuff. So make sure to sub. It is free. If you're a sports fan, you are subbing to the channel. And again, it is free. Think of it more as a follow, not an actual subscription. That is my commercial. Happy anytime when your teams win. Nice. Secure that dub. We need it. We need to raise it. Go Pirates. Appreciate it. Fear the Beard. Nice name. Fear the Beard. Is that Brett Kiesel? I genuinely cannot see. I can only see the profile pics on my screen are very small, but that's pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. I forget. Let's do March Madness. Oh, yeah. No, it'll be fun tomorrow. I do feel bad, though. I mean, honestly, I'm getting a lot more attention for the Pirates streams than I really would have guessed. So I do appreciate you guys again for clicking on my video. I really do appreciate it, and another reason to look forward to it. We can all share these Pirates ups and downs together. That's pretty cool. All right, Soto in as he delivers the first pitch in there for a called strike. Blaze Alexander with a nice stay at the plate and defensively had a really nice play earlier. 2 for 3 on the day. As here's the 0-1. That's going to be fouled back 0-2. Yep, okay, gotcha. Exciting times for Pittsburgh fans. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 0-2 count to Alexander. Everyone is secretly a Pirates fan. They just don't know it yet. There you go. Soto sets as he rocks and fires. That is upstairs 1-2. 97 on the fastball. Irish and German. Gotcha. 1-2 count. Soto sets as he delivers. Breaking ball just outside. 2-2. Pirates fans wanted the call, but that did miss. 9-1-2 hitters up again. Taylor Ward has been a tough out today. He's reached base 3 times. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 1 down for the Orioles. That will bring up Taylor Ward again. 1 for 2, but he has a couple of walks as well, as he has been on base quite a bit today. Here's the pitch. That's going to be high, but it's called a strike anyway. 0-1. I guess the umpire wants to go home. We'll take it. 0-1 count. Soto sets and delivers. That is in there for a call strike. This guy, Gregory Soto's working fast. 0-2. It's going to be, I don't know. We'll see. Old-time Pirate fan. Get back to where Sid Bream slid into the home plate. Oh, yeah, my dad brings that up all the time. Here's the 0-2. That is upstairs 1-2. My dad hates that. Hates it so much. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. 1-2 count. Soto delivers. That is high. 2-2. Playoffs 13, 14, 15. Yep, Garrett Cole, long time ago. A.J. Burnett was there. Yeah, it was good times. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be poked to left. Is it playable? It is not, as that is a souvenir. Good to see you. Miss Tammy, good to see you. Happy Friday. Happy Good Friday. Oh, yeah. For those who celebrate. Yep. Celebrate Easter. Went to a late night service last night with my wife. Here's the 2-2. That is a swing. He tried to hold up but could not. He struck him out. And that will bring up Gunnar Henderson, who is 2 for 4. But the Orioles are down to their last out, the final out, if you will. Lefty on lefty. Soto delivers. That is in there for a called strike. The Pirates, again, have not been above 500 since August 5th, 2024. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be skied. And that is going foul. I am not Jewish. No, I'm not Jewish. Predicting Pirates win over 94 games. Oh my gosh, Isaac. That would be great, but I don't think that happens. Would be awesome. And appreciate it, Tracy. 0-2 counts. Soto sets and delivers. And that's going to be fouled back as the count remains again 0-2. Oh, and 2 count here to Henderson. Soto sets, looks for one more strike, and that is once again fouled off as Henderson spoiling the moment. Services. Oh yeah, no, I was. It's a little bit. It was a different. It's not. It was Jewish, but yeah, no, I did attend though to something. But anyway, yeah. 0-2 count here to Henderson. Here's the pitch. Check the swing. Did he go? He did not. He did not. 1-2. One and 2 count. Soto sets. Kicks and deals as that's going to be sent to right. At the wall. That one is gone. On a 1-2 pitch, Gunnar Henderson guns this out to right center, and it's a 1-run game. And Gunnar Henderson with his second home run brings the tying run to the plate. Season just feels different. Pirates only getting better, yeah. Well, not looking better there. Here is Pete Alonso. He is 0 for 3 with the walk. As Soto kicks and deals, that's going to be in there for a called strike. Some cheers here from the Pirate fans, but a little bit less, enthusiastic, of course. As you say, yeah. Not so fast, of course not. Here's the 0-1. That's a swing and a miss, strike 2. One strike away. Of course, they were the same. It was the same thing with Gunnar. Not cool finish. You got to finish it. Pirates fans on their feet. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. The Pirates can raise the Jolly Roger because they, of course, take this season opener at home. The series opener, and for the first time, again, since August 5th, 2024, the Pirates are above 500, albeit again 4-3, but it's definitely a good feeling to raise the Jolly Roger. I forgot to put the emotes in the chat, pardon me. Oh well. It is what it is. Raise it. That is great stuff. I knew we were going to win today, honestly, but that was a little close for comfort. But that's just the way it goes, I guess, being a Pittsburgh fan. You can win, but it's never easy. Nice job. Good. Appreciate it, Tom. Thank you very much again, folks. Make sure to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel before you head out. That was fun. Pirates won. Congratulations. Thank you very much, Miss Sammy. Thank you guys again for hanging out. That was fun. Again, Konnor Griffin, folks, I know you guys were excited on his performance. Again, a RBI double to, get it started. Again, the first run of the game, his first ever big league at bats was a hit, and of course walked, and then, struck out and grounded out. But again, 1 for 3 with the walk. I mean, you can't complain about that. And of course, again, the next batter, Triolo brought him in. Triolo actually was, again, 2 for 3 on the day. Not too shabby. But yeah, I think Mitch Keller gets the win. I would say that's pretty neat. Sure, Roger Jolly, I would say so. Again, folks, I'll be back on for Pirates baseball on Sunday. Pirates Orioles again for the series conclusion. Won't be back on tomorrow. We'll do we'll do, again, March Madness. And again on Monday as well. But again, Tuesday on, it's going to be a lot of Pirates games, in case you're wondering for that. Not much of a post-game. I don't really do post-game stuff. It's pretty much just a straight call. You know, of course, again, there's a lot of baseball, so, you know, any given day, anything could really happen. Football, there's like only 17 of them, so that's just why there's a little bit more of a, slightly more of a post-game, but not really. But anyway, appreciate it, guys. Make sure, again, to like and sub before you go. I will send you guys to another stream in a moment for those of you that are looking for more entertainment. You want more entertainment? I'll probably send you somewhere else. Let me go ahead and actually get my little song, though. Can't do the root theme, but I can do my baseball one, which I really do enjoy. Hopefully you guys enjoy that as well. Again, like and sub, folks. Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. Again, Russell, we'll figure it out. I'll be sure to, like, I'll figure it out, Russell, I promise. But then just get rid of Greg Brown. I love Greg Brown, Fish. You can't do that. Greg Brown is the GOAT. He's awesome. Definitely deserves a lot. You know, again, he's covered Pirates games for 30 years. You know, that's a lot to ask for, especially when they haven't been all that great. But anyway, I do appreciate it. Like and sub before you go. It is free. And I will see you again Sunday. But, of course, if you want some college basketball, back tomorrow for a doubleheader. Catch you guys in the next one. Have a great rest of your Friday.
Under the stadium lights.